there, world traveler. Thanks for joining us. Hey, why don't you go grab yourself a snack, some tea, coffee, or a cocktail, whatever you fancy. Hey, you could even say hi in the chat section. We'll be going live soon.
Oh, you have the strangest way of loving someone, and it feels like it's all over before it has begun. Oh, but when we do collide, we're playing no games. Don't you know that kind of love must go down in flames? Oh, we should really leave this one alone, but it keeps coming back, coming back, coming back. Two lovers on the floor, a band-aid on the store. Two lovers want more. It's such a hopeless situation, but we do it again. Oh, we do it again. Say what normal people do. We're out for no light, the light switch. You treat me like a punching bag. You better make it count. Oh, it's like the wise man said, the love is for no one. Love is a blind man who must be set free. Two lovers on the floor, a band-aid on the store. Two lovers want more. It's such a hopeless situation, but we do it again. Two lovers on the floor, a band-aid on the store. Two lovers want more. Oh, it's such a hopeless situation, but we do it again. We should really leave this one alone, but it keeps coming back, coming back, coming back. Oh, we should really leave this one alone, but it keeps coming back, coming back, coming back. Two hours on the floor,
You better wake me up,
blood ain't on the sword.
we gotta rip it off,
Two lovers want more.
you better shake me up.
Hello again, world traveler. Have you grabbed your snack yet? Coffee, tea, or a cocktail? Well, if you're of age, did you grab a cocktail? If so, what'd you get? Also, if you don't mind, let us know in the chat section where in the world you're joining us from. We love to know where everyone's from. We'll be going live soon.
It's such a hopeless situation, but we do it again. Two lovers on the floor, bad and on the sword. Two lovers want more. Oh, it's such a hopeless situation, but we do it again. We do it again. Oh, we do it again. Oh, we do it again. We do it again.
Oh, we do it again. Wake me up, wake me. We do it again. Now shake me up.
We're live.
Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We are back. Obviously, you can see we're at the home studio.
Right.
We are back again.
Back in Austin,
Back in
Texas.
Austin, Texas. So, hey, we just want to say hello to everyone. Welcome to tonight. We're doing Las Vegas Reopen. Basically, we're sharing the buffet, the Wynn reopening, our full experience. We want you guys to chime in on the discussion, and we missed doing these. So it's been a really, really busy, fun time out there. And this is our live stream. Now, we typically go live every Monday when we're kind of back in the studio. Obviously, if you guys have been following us, you know we've been in Las Vegas really tearing it up and just having a lot of fun, showcasing a lot of great things. So, wow, what a amazing time. If you are joining this live stream. We are looking forward to you chiming in on the discussion. If you have plans to go to Las Vegas, if you've been to the buffet, you got some things to share,
Yes.
let us know. This is going to be a great, fun discussion tonight. And if you're joining us after this live stream, too bad for you, because it's coming down.
Too bad for you. I might stay up a little bit. We'll
It should
see.
stay up, yes, for sure.
Maybe 24 hours.
Yes, but make sure if you have not done so, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time we post a live stream just like this one. So, why are we doing this one tonight, Dave?
Oh, we love buffets. And the buffet at the Wynn was the first to reopen, so we were psyched about it. We went there right at the open. We want to talk about it.
Heck
Talk about it with you guys. I think
yes.
everyone's excited about it, and so let's do it.
Heck yes. I am
Yes.
so excited about that. I just want to say, are you ready to rock this?
I'm ready to rock this.
Let's do it.
Better times, do better times. Do better times, do better times. Do better times, do better times, do better times.
Hello, everybody, and good evening. So we first and foremost like to start off by thanking everyone, or as many as we can, who have started this process of joining us early on board. We want to give a quick shout out. I see one in here already that
Yeah.
just kind of hopped into the room. We got Rockies 101950 from Milwaukee in the house.
All
Let's
right.
give her a round of applause. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. Of course,
Piper
we got
Green.
Piper
Green. Nice job. Jumping in there.
Thank you for joining us, jumping
Yes.
in right off the bat. So we got to give you, and we got to pick one more. We usually pick the top three.
Okay.
And
Well, well, of course, we got Food Cat in there. We're going to
got-
go to Joy.
We give Kat and Joy.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you guys for always tuning in. We really appreciate each and every one of you. So we're going to give you guys a
All right.
nice round of applause. Ow.
All right.
Thank you for jumping in here early. So also, in addition, we're not going to forget some of you in here. Captain Dave, tell us, who do we got joining us this evening?
We got a lot of folks in here. So, well, we got Rachel Loves Disney, of course.
Rachel!
One of our new moderators.
One of our new
So
moderators.
thank you so much.
Yes,
really
thank you.
appreciate that. Let's see. I'm actually not up at the top, so let's see if I can swing up here. William Green.
William Green in the
He's
house.
there.
Thank you, William. Hello.
iPro.
I pro.
Pouty.
You pro, I pro.
I
We
pro,
all pro for
right?
some pro.
Yeah, we got some Pouty Gorilla in the house.
Hey,
Thanks,
Pouty, welcome.
Yeah, Rockin' Atlanta.
Good to
Rockin'
see you,
ATL.
rocking ATL in the house again.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Hidden has joined.
Woo!
Hey, yes.
Hidden, you have been hidden, but I'm glad to see you have
Yes.
come out from behind that slot machine.
Right.
Welcome, thank you, thank
Did you
you.
mention Rick yet from Oregon?
Rick from Oregon in
And
the
that's
house.
Vegas
Thank you.
bound, heading to Cosmo.
All right.
Very cool.
Welcome, welcome.
One of the best spots, one of the best views on all the strip.
Yes,
right?
J and K stays in
Oh,
Vegas. Woo!
Had a wonderful time
Awesome,
meeting
awesome.
them at the buffet.
Welcome,
Great folks,
welcome.
yes.
Great for
Yep.
joining us tonight, everybody. Wow.
Exactly. So that's quite a few folks here. There's many others. I won't go through them all. We got Lindell's from New York.
All right, Lindos from New York in his house.
And I apologize if I haven't named you. There's a lot of folks, so I don't want to go through everybody.
We got Manny Chada. We got High Elder Rains D. Beaucourt. Hello. Great. We got Mike in the house. Yvonne, of course. Hello, Yvonne. Our precious princess is in the house. Rob Mendez. Here we go. Wow. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, we got 91 Redskins fans from Washington, D.C., of course.
Woo! Well, thank you
Redskins,
guys so much for joining us. We're really kind of excited tonight, right?
Absolutely. I tell you, we're kind of missing Vegas.
Oh my
We've
God.
been in Vegas so much. Now
my
back
God.
in Austin, we're kind of like, we're expected to go out and go live, and we're kind of here in Austin.
Exactly.
We can
Going
go
live.
We can go down live on 6th Street, but it's all shut down pretty much.
Very different.
Right.
Very,
Exactly.
very
Very different.
Very
Yes.
So let me know, everybody. We love to see where everyone is chiming in from. Some of you guys have already mentioned that. We love to know where you guys are all joining in from. Also, what is your choice cocktail tonight?
Yeah.
We are drinking big ass glasses of white wine.
Oh yeah, a little Sauvignon Blanc.
Little Sauvignon Blanc this evening. If you don't drink, that's okay. You can let us know you're having green tea, orange juice, milk, and cookies. That's okay.
And we're having water too.
Yes,
Maybe.
actually,
Oh, that's
we do.
water, right?
We
You got
do.
water in that.
I got mine
Watch
in
that
my-
top is not on. Watch that.
I'm about to put it on. It's a
That's
little
gonna-
backwards.
That could come out flying. That could make a mess.
That could make a mess.
Right, that could make a mess. Right.
Fortunately, I haven't had a sip of that wine yet, so I'm
Right.
a little more focused. But Orange Bird is in the house. You guys, if you're not familiar with Disney, This is a
Yes.
great sippy cup we got from the Flower and Garden Festival. We were actually at the Disney Flower and Garden
Yes,
Festival
right before the closure.
shutdown. So I got Orange Bird. He's seen a lot of good things in here, from cocktails to water.
Yeah, and Disney reopening on the 11th.
On the 11th.
Pretty exciting,
On
right?
the 11th.
Big,
So
big
for-
day coming up.
Big day for you
Yeah, that's
Disneyers.
huge.
So that's a really big deal.
It
right?
is.
That's
It
what I'm
is.
talking about.
That's what it is. You had the Vegas Open, and then Disney's going right after.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So let's see what we got here for a quick second here. I see
Yeah.
a lot of folks. Wow, Bruce has got some Hennessy on the rocks. J&K is drinking Tang.
Tang.
In
That's
the
a
house.
throwback.
That is
that's like the astronaut
that
stuff.
might work well in
Yeah.
Orange Bird, little
They've
Tang.
had that in space.
Exactly.
Right? That's like growing up, like the spaceman drink. Right? Kind of ages us.
Yes.
Or ages me.
Yes. Chuck Star's got Midori Sour. Nice.
Nice.
I haven't had a Midori Sour in a while. You got real Justin Ray, who's put us all to shame by drinking some water. Well, we got some water on this side. Wow. All right.
The 91 Redskins fan says we should visit LeBlanc Spa and Resort in Cancun, Mexico.
Ooh.
Thank him later.
Thank you. We actually
Maybe.
did a really fun
Yeah.
video in Cancun, Mexico. We actually stayed at an all-inclusive resort that was at first. It was just opened up, All-Star Resort. So if you check our Mexico playlist, one of those is in there. But
Yeah.
I love that idea because we
Yeah.
certainly need a spot.
And we
right
also love Isla Mujeres right off
Isla
of Cancun.
Mujeres is
Love that spot.
amazing.
Puerto
Absolutely
Morelos
amazing.
too. Some
Puerto
nice spots.
Morelos, yes. It's amazing.
Good area. So Mexico
Is
a little bit
spot
later.
on.
Not right now, right? We're staying
Spot
in the
on.
U.S.
Spot
at the
on.
moment.
Spot on.
Good advice, though. Appreciate
Yes,
that.
we definitely appreciate that. Thank you for all you that are in here. If you guys have not done so already, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. You know how we
Smash
do.
it.
We love the smash.
I'm just happy we don't have our masks on.
We love this.
I
Exactly.
couldn't talk about the mask.
The mask.
Right, all those lines.
Usually like Vegas, the mask is like, it's
Look
like,
at over there.
welcome, can you guys go
Oh,
ahead
look
and
at
smash that
yeah,
button?
we got a little sugar spot over there. You
Oh
can
my
check it out. Look
God,
at it. It's
check
really
out
cool.
the sugar and
man,
smash
we're
it.
a mask.
Smash it.
Those people aren't wearing masks over there.
I'm sorry if that sounds
Sorry about
really
that.
painful in your ears with that microphone like right
Oh,
there.
that's true. But that's how it sounded to me.
But that's how it sounded
Yes.
to me too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Oh.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for joining this discussion. So I want to know this. Who has plans to head to Vegas over the next several months? I want to know, like, where you going? When are you going?
Yes.
All like, you don't have to say where you're staying if you don't want to. You know, something might be uncomfortable for some folks, but I know it's going to be exciting. Like, we were super, super excited to be, there. Obviously, you guys have been following us for the
Sure.
reopening, as well as a lot of reopenings. We were there for quite a while.
We were there
So
for
it
quite a
was
while,
great.
and we were super. I mean, you probably saw the video we just put up.
Yes.
We were super impressed with the Wynn Encore. Just
Yes.
did an amazing job.
Yes.
Love that spot. That's kind of one of our new favorites now after
Yes.
this whole event. I mean, if you want safety and precautions, are concerned about COVID, I mean, that's the place to go in terms of going to Vegas, in my opinion.
That's
right.
right, that's right.
At this point, but they're really on point.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for smashing. So it looks like we have Rockin' ATL. Looks like he's scheduled for August 12th.
Oh,
Awesome
yeah.
in the house. We
Yeah.
got,
Yeah, Jeff says October. Waiting for October, I think.
I think. Yeah, it is
Right.
funny though,
I know.
because there's a couple of, especially, we're kind of, if you guys are not also, you should definitely check out our group that we have called For the Love of Las Vegas. We'll put that link to that below. Or you can just go to one of our previous videos in the description box, or the pinned comment section is the link to that. You can join. We'd love to have you join, but you have to do one thing in order to join. You got to answer the 5 simple questions. If you can't answer those 5 simple questions, you can't get in.
Right. J&K says, does it count if I live here?
So that does
Live in
count. That's
you're an
amazing.
advantage.
That means you need to get the guest bedroom so we can come
We're
stay
coming.
with you guys all the
exactly.
time.
You guys have
Bow.
a 2 or 3 bedroom, let us know. We're there.
Bow.
We're coming there. We're all friends
Absolutely.
here.
So if you guys live there, that is freaking
Yeah.
awesome. If you guys are headed there soon, so we've kind of been trying to keep track of a lot of things. I know a lot of folks from our group have said they're scheduled to go for the 4th of July. And I remember some of the
man.
lives, folks are really excited about that. And I think a couple of y'all were saying that you're staying at the Link Hotel. Now, what was interesting is the Link Casino is open, but the hotel still has
hotel
not made an
not-
announcement yet.
I know,
So
it's
it's kind of interesting
right?
because it's coming down to the wire where, Aria.
Ours are open on the 1st,
Yes.
right? And they had a whole bunch
Luxor's
opening up
coming
as
up the
well.
25th in a few
Mandalay
days.
Bay is opening up.
Yes, 4
So,
seasons.
the beginning of July is a really, really big time. A lot of reopens coming up. And the July 4th is probably going to be rocking.
Yes.
It's...
yes. It's probably going to be rocking.
Right, we'll see. We'll see if we're there or not.
We'll see.
We'll see. Fingers crossed.
So yes, we went to, and you guys, we put a video about this already for the buffet. and also the Wynn in general. We really have a lot of respect for the Wynn Hotel and
Yes.
Casino. They really truly were leading the pack when it came to reopening Las Vegas. They were the first ones to close down the buffet, the first ones to
Oh,
close
my
down
goodness.
the hotel and casino, the first ones out of the box to come up with a reopening package plan to present to the state and the city. It was like amazing.
I know, and we are not sponsored at
all.
Right?
At all.
We are paying for our
We
room
paid,
there.
and trust me,
right?
if we didn't like it, we would
Yeah.
we would say it.
I
But it's
know.
just we
Yeah, we
tried to
weren't-
find something, but
yeah,
it wasn't.
before this, we weren't Wynn people. But I just feel like they've done just an incredible job, and they're leading the pack. And,
they really are.
So we're very impressed.
Yes.
Very impressed. So
They really,
thumbs up
they
to the
really,
Wynn.
really are
Yeah.
kind of leading the way in that, and that was kind of obvious for us then as to why they're reopening the buffet. And there's a lot of mixed feelings we hear from a lot of folks in terms of the buffet. That's
Yeah.
the name of the place. First of all,
Yeah,
it's
they're
called
like-
the buffet.
People are like, change the name. It's not a buffet.
Well, let me
change
tell
the
you,
name. Call it
it's-
table service.
Yes. Well, it's very different though, honestly, than table service. In my
Oh,
opinion,
I
table
agree.
service, you're in a waiting game. You put your order in, you wait for it to come out, and then it comes out. This is a very different formula, and I get it. We kind of were there and was kind of like seeing the process, hands-on, and we're gonna take you through that in just a minute. So
Oh,
why
yeah.
don't we kind of start from like the beginning, like in terms
Yeah.
of,
Let's go way back.
yeah.
Right, even before we went out to
Oh,
Vegas.
And we got pizza, by the way, y'all.
Pizza, everybody. What you guys
Pizza
eating?
in the house. What you
guys
eating? 'Cause
eating?
we eat pizza.
We got some frozen pizza in the
Oh.
house from HEB here in Texas.
It ain't really frozen now. We froze it before we left.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't frozen.
No, thank you very much.
It was refrigerated, and it was damn good. And we had leftovers, and we froze it.
All right, take 'em
Too
back.
much information. Just,
Take 'em back.
Tiny's like, shut the hell up, dude.
I'm
What
like,
are you talking about?
I'm like, take
what are
them
you
back.
talking about?
I want to know
Okay.
how far you going
He's
back.
like, how many people are we losing as I'm talking?
No. I want to know how far you said. Let's
Okay,
go way
what
back.
I'm talking
like, where
about,
you going?
yeah, what I'm talking about is, okay, we had a trip planned out to Vegas, right,
Mm-hmm.
after the reopen. We heard rumors, the buffet was going to reopen,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so we were calling every day to Wynn. And I'm sure they knew who we were, because every day we're calling them up saying, hey, we're here, the Wynn's buffet's reopening, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And initially we were hearing the week after this past week, like this
Right.
coming week. It was
Right.
going to open this week.
Right.
But then we started hearing Thursday. Right, and there was no reports.
There's
of this.
nothing
There was
reported
no
anywhere, so
reports,
everything
right?
was kind of up in the air, especially
Yeah.
when you kind of talk to the folks there, and even they're clueless. Like in the
Like,
beginning, they
I
had no
know.
idea because there was just no solid,
Right.
definitive answer as to when they were going to open up. So it was just kind of like,
Right.
well, we might as well just stay in Vegas until they open up.
Exactly. But over the weekend, right before we actually made our trip, we finally got some really good confirmation from Wynn employees on the phone repeatedly.
Yes.
That it was going to be on Thursday, the 18th.
Yes.
And
Our
that
birthday. Woo!
Right. Exactly. Birthday. Reservation. I don't know if I should celebrate that. It's getting a little long in the tooth.
Not for me.
You're right. Not for you. For
No,
me.
it's birthday month.
For me. We have the same day, but not the same year.
It's a birthday month.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, it's called
Yeah.
birthday month. I'm
That's
going
right.
to teach this man, you guys.
Yeah, we're
Birthday
gonna-
month.
Exactly. I mean, the only
But
term-
wait, really quick. So for those of you that don't know and are joining us, so my husband and I, we actually share the exact same birthday on the same
Yes.
day. A couple years apart, but the same day. So it's always
Couple.
nice.
You're being kind to me. Thank you.
Oh, dear God.
Thank you.
Guys, tell them to drink, please, because please drink.
No one's gonna tell me to drink.
So all I have to say is drink.
Drink that damn thing. Drink.
So it's really kind of fun to be able to share like the same birthday. We never forget. It's always fun. And the funniest part about that is whenever we travel internationally, it's like the greatest thing. We show our ID, our passports, wherever we go. There's the terminal security, TSA, or whatever it is.
we get some
yes,
comments.
the customs. They're looking at you. They kind of look down at your passport
Yeah,
and look
same
up.
birthday.
And they're like, oh, same birthday.
Right.
And their eyes, I swear to you, goes from like this, like because they're in this serious mode the whole time. Then they see like it's the birthday, like, oh, hi, how are you? Nice to see you doing birthdays. Hey, great.
Right.
So it's amazing what a little bit of something different can put a smile on people's faces.
Exactly.
Right?
And
So
you
I
can see
love
our
that.
smiles tonight, which is great.
Big time.
This is nice.
It's no mask.
You think about it. I
No
know,
mask.
It's actually nice being home with no mask.
Yeah.
I gotta say that again. One more time.
Yes, no
right?
mask.
But anyway, so right over that weekend, we finally. Oh, what do we got?
Jeff
What do we
says,
got?
it's all right, I'm 52. You could be far,
Oh.
you could be far apart. You
That's,
could be
that's
far
a good
apart.
year. That's a good year.
Tracy Ford says, sorry, I'm late. It's okay, Trace. You know what? I always say, you're still here. You're tardy to the party, but you're still showing up to the party, and that's all that counts. So thank you for joining
You know what?
us.
I'm looking at this thing. We got 154 in the room, 75 thumbs up, and I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What's going on
Hold
here?
on one second, guys.
What's going on here, guys?
So
Yeah.
we're at that point before we kind of jump into this,
Yes.
before we get to our long-winded story about the buffet. I've just got to say this. We love it when we can kind of get everybody into the spirit of smashing the heck out of that thumbs up. It doesn't require you to put sanitizer on. You don't have to wear a mask to do this. But we have 161 of y'all in here, 78 thumbs up. Can we get you guys to smash that thumbs up button on the count of 3? It's fun now. Now I got my.
Here we go.
Now I got all my good sound of effects and everything else.
This
Y'all
is
ready?
not-
Y'all ready?
We are walking on Lake Promenade here. We are back in the studio.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So here we go. On the count of 3, can we get this up to 100? We got 82.
We can do it.
Can I get? Oh, we got 82. Can I get 18 more? Can I get 18 more to go? We got 18 more to go. Can I get 18 on the thumbs up? Smash that thumbs up on the count of 3. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Boom. Can I get that 3? Let's get that.
We got 86.
One more time. Go 86.
Go.
Come on. We got more. Oh, we're getting closer.
We can
We're getting
do it.
closer. I know you guys can do this. You know what? I know you can do this. And if you don't like that we do this when we like to have fun in this room. So if
Yes.
you don't like that, we constantly
Oh,
are.
92.
Oh
We're
my God.
moving.
They're trying to shut me up.
We're
All right, hold on. We gotta get
moving. Shut her up.
Get it
That's
going.
impossible.
Get it going.
That is impossible.
That's very impossible. Can we go? We got 94. 6 more to go. Can we smash it?
5 more. 95. 95. We're
Almost there. Almost
We can do
there.
it, we can
That was
do
the horn.
it.
That was way too early. That was supposed to happen at 100. But can we do it? Can we do
Oh,
it?
we're almost there.
Come on.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on. Come
Oh,
on.
98.
Come
We're
on.
so
2 more
close.
to go.
Oh, 99.
Oh, one more.
Almost.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Oh, what a Thank you so much. Hey, we need to acknowledge. Thank you.
All right,
Two
so-
chickens. We got to acknowledge 2 chickens here. Let's
Okay,
pull
let
that
me
up.
pull that up here.
Yes.
Here we go. So thank you first and foremost, you guys, so much for getting us to 105.
Yes.
This is what I love about the Turned Up One crew and our
Unbelievable.
live chats is you guys always go above and beyond, which is what we love.
Yes.
And Kat, I heard you in here. You said the birthday party's over. Girl, the hell it is, okay? This is my month, girl.
birthday
Okay,
month.
My month. Hell it is. It's still going on.
Oh,
still
we
going on.
had, in Vegas we had birthday week. Every night it's like, it's our birthday week.
Every day.
It's our birthday week.
Every day. So
Yes.
really quick, let's give an acknowledgement. We got 2 chickens in the house with a super chat saying, hi from Boston. Love the show.
Boston, our
Boston in
second
the
home.
house.
We love Boston.
Yes.
Where in Boston are you from? Let us know.
Yes, we're
Curious
originally
about
from
that.
there. We came
Yes.
out to Austin, Texas, and it's just been nonstop love ever since.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for that. Thank you for the super chat. Now, as a matter of fact, I did not give 2 chickens. I usually do one of these. It's been such a while since we've been back here.
Yes.
I haven't done one of these. 2 chickens.
And Christopher says, can I smash, please? You
You can always smash.
You can always smash
Smash
on
the
the channel.
hell out of that button.
Smash it.
the-
Smash it. Just make sure you smash it with an odd number.
Yes.
Got to be on an odd number.
Yes, and I want to tell you,
Right,
also,
not
if you
too-
have not done this, you guys make sure you smash that notification bell. But it has to be a 1-2 punch because what happens with the notification bell, it doesn't actually
That's
select
true, yeah.
all. So some of you may not notice when we go live or when we post a video, you don't get that alert. All you got to do is hit the notification bell, which is next to the subscribe button, once you subscribe, of course. And then you hit what it says all and bingo. So you got to give it a 1-2. 1-2 uppercut. You see that?
Uppercut?
1-2 uppercut.
I got to watch out for that.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, it's like you doing the whole Rocky thing. I'm like, back.
Oh, let me tell you.
I got to watch out.
Let me tell you, you don't want to mess with
I
my
get
Rocky.
knocked out. Knock me out.
This is Rocky,
Yes.
and this is Tyson. It depends on my mood. You might get hit with this one. You might get hit with this.
Oh, wow.
Thank you guys so much. So let's get back to the story, Captain.
Yeah,
Dan.
Joy is saying we went to the Wynn buffet yesterday.
Joy.
Right?
Wow.
So,
Excellent,
nice.
excellent. Now, were you at the dinner buffet or were you at the brunch buffet?
Right, we actually did the brunch buffet.
Right, so let's get back to the story.
Let's get back to
We're
the story.
kind of all over the place. So where were you?
We're all over the place. Thumbs up! But anyway. We found out, Thursday was the opening. They said Monday you could take reservations. Right, and so Monday we're immediately calling, trying to make a reservation. Of course, the system wasn't ready yet. They actually had to design the actual reservation system for the buffet because it was not in the restaurant system yet for reservations because they never did it.
And this was hours before, guys, like hours before.
Yeah.
We were scheduled to find out when on the 18th they're opening. And actually, no, the day before.
Right.
The day before.
And we're getting comments from folks saying, hey, we're calling. They're saying, we can't make reservations yet. They don't know when it's going to open and all that kind of stuff. Of course, we're calling as well, and we're being told it's definitely on Thursday.
Now, hold on 1 second, though, to that point.
Sure.
So, some of you guys were actually watching that video when we, initially about the Wynn buffet opening
Yeah.
up, and you're supposed to call in for the
Yeah.
reservation, but it was not available at that time. We were told that it was available at that time, but one thing we
Right.
do realize, and I made mention to that in the video, that it's constantly changing. There was nothing solid in stone because
Right.
the higher ups were kind of saying, we need to get this reservation system right before we actually launch it. But sure enough, that next day.
Exactly. And it was funny because there were no articles from like Eater Vegas and these other sites that kind of tend to print the press releases.
We're not sponsored by them
from
either.
the companies. No, not at all. Right. So we went with it. Right, and kind of did a video talking about the breaking news video about Thursday opening. And sure enough, the next day, Eater and all these sites came out and saying, yes, it's been confirmed that Thursday
we
is
said
the
it
opening day.
first.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. We said it
Thank
first.
you.
We actually put that video up there. So you heard it here first from Turn It Up World. Thursday was the reopening. So we were actually, we were pretty pleased with that.
Yes.
Right, so.
It was really, really exciting. We kind of locked in the reservation. We were
Yeah.
really excited to kind of get back. You know, obviously they're leading the pack. We were super excited to see what they had in mind about recreating a buffet. Now, you know, buffeters, we love seeing with our eyes, going up there and grabbing ginormous plates of food that we either don't
Yes.
finish, or by the time we get to the bottom of those crab legs, it's freezing cold.
Exactly. Huge plates of crab legs, right? Just massive. The guy holds it up for you, puts it on your plate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what was really nice too, and I have to say this, we were first in line. It was kind of exciting for this reopening.
Yes.
We were first in line. I see something in there. Someone says something.
I'm not sure. What do we got here? We got a lot of folks talking. J&K says brunch was amazing, and we
Yes.
will get there.
Yes.
Don't kind of spoil the surprise.
Brunch was amazing, actually,
Okay,
but it was
amazing.
it was amazing. But we
was
have to get to the
amazing.
detail of the brunch.
Yeah.
So
So we
we were
arrived
the
early.
first ones in there. The first one. That's what I was trying to say. The
Yeah,
first one is
exactly.
there, and we ended up getting, and as a souvenir,
Yes.
they let us have the first plaque. Check
Look
it
at
out.
that.
This is the first
This is a
plaque.
collector's
Now
item, folks.
this is collector's item. We have all the proof that we were the first ones there personally.
On video.
So we'll get to the QR codes later, but it was great because as soon as you walk up to the front, it's a very different system. You know, you're not gonna, usually there's 4 counters that are there when you walk in, and there's people at the registers where you choose your option of brunch if you wanna have the endless pour package and all the, you know, drinks that come along
Right.
with that, but they did it differently.
And one thing too, just to back up a bit, you have to make reservations, right? Which was never true before, but now you need to make them, and they were hot. I mean, they were sold out for the whole weekend. From
Yeah.
the opening through the weekend, as we understand, they were sold out. And they're also running at 50% capacity, right? So every other table is empty, right, for distancing purposes. And they're sticking to it, which is great.
Yes, they were there. They had, all the tables were there.
Yeah.
It was every other table. Now, the way you make the reservation, guys, is you could call them up. Now they have the system online. You can go right to the website.
Right.
And you can sign up right there. Or if you happen to be in Vegas and by the Wynn, outside of there is a QR code.
just
Now,
scan
all
it.
you do, it looks very similar to this here, which is the menu. Looks very similar to this, but it will actually take you to the reservations where you can make your reservation. But like Dave was saying, they were definitely booked up. Oh!
Uh-oh, here we
Yvonne,
go.
there you go.
Here we go. I had to bring Bailey out
This
here.
is Bailey. Everybody.
Bailey
say hi
is
to
not
Bailey.
too psyched. I just grabbed Bailey from a little kind of sleeping here in the chair next to us.
All right.
Sorry
So,
about that.
Let me continue on. So basically, we had, what was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't know. This
Was
is
I
what happens.
listening?
This is the typical
I
conversation
don't
between
listen.
us. It's like,
it was like yada yada
never
yada,
listens,
yada
never
yada
listens.
yada. I don't listen.
Not at all.
No, not at all. Yada yada. And that's all she wrote. No, I listen. Come on. Sorry, everyone.
So yeah, the QR code basically takes you to the menu, where you can actually, well, sorry, not the menu, your reservation. And
Yes.
you can make it online. Now, they are booked up. Now, it did not look like that in the beginning of the video, but I can assure you, like, as we were kind of finishing up our 2 hours, the tables were packed. You know,
Oh,
for
it
every
was
other
packed.
table, it was definitely packed. And they are only allowed to operate at 50% capacity.
Right.
Which
and
means probably 25%.
And it's funny because we were really holed up in our spot, right? And it was the same table we were at. Actually, we reviewed the Wynn Buffet before the shutdown, so you can check that video out. And obviously very, very different from what it is today with the whole table service approach.
Yes.
But we actually were seated in the same table, which was cool.
Yes.
Right, coming back. And so we were there, and folks bringing our dishes to us. We didn't really see the whole area, and until at the end, we kind of walked around, and it was packed. It was definitely packed. It was clearly full. So, how we doing?
Yes. So it was great, you know, seeing that they were definitely kind of back in experience. Now, what was nice too is there were so many different roles for different people.
Yes.
So you had basically one person that was taking your order. And that's all he did was, he had an area that he worked, that he covered the area, so like of the table. So there was no wait time. If you needed something, he was right there. You wanted more food, he was right there.
Right.
There was no like, okay, I'm sitting here waiting for another plate because this one's done. Typically, I can get up and go get my own food if this is a buffet. So I think their whole philosophy was speed and
Yes.
to make you feel like you didn't miss the
Right.
going up there and getting your own food. Now, I know we like to see with our eyes as we do it, but at the same time, I usually find the Wynn buffet can be really busy. So you can see with your eyes, but you're in a line
Oh.
this long. Now, you only got 2 hours. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
So
well,
the biggest difference, I'm going to say this really quick, is that you sit there for 2 hours and you can order as much as you want. There's no waiting in line to get that food, and it comes really quickly.
Yeah, no, a couple things. I remember back when we, I guess it was probably January, we did the review of the buffet, and we waited a long time for the tacos. They had the taco section. It took a long time, but I gotta say, in this new design, I mean, the food was there so quick, almost instantly. I was worried that the food, the table service would feel like a restaurant, but it really didn't. I mean, they brought the food right away. Now, we were the first, the first service there. We got there right at the open on the reopening, so maybe that's something to do with it. But they were so fast, and everything was so fresh. It was awesome.
Yes.
Really, really good.
Yes. Oh, it's so funny. So Michael actually says, I was able to scan the menu from your last vlog.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. So you
Nice.
already got the jump and everybody there trying to, scan the
There you go,
QR
guys.
code. Awesome,
Scan.
awesome.
Scan that menu.
There you go. If it's clear.
Scan that menu.
So we
No
actually
service
get to
back.
sit down now, right? So we're sitting down. They take our order. Actually, really quick, Reed
Oh,
R
Reed.
in the house. Thank you so much, Reed R. Just caught that.
It's interesting. Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thank you so much for the
Yes,
super chat.
thank
We
you.
really appreciate it. So what was nice about this, again, they were small plates. Now they were kind of tapas style. And one
Yes.
thing we really enjoyed about the tapas style is not much waste. Because I know, y'all, I mean, this is the honest truth. I know everybody here that goes to buffets knows sometimes our eyes are bigger than our mouth.
No,
And-
none of us waste anything at buffets. Never.
No.
We never waste anything.
But we do. You know we do.
No, we
So
don't waste anything. No, we don't.
Well, he definitely does.
No. But you don't see it on
And I
camera.
finish it.
You don't see it on camera.
But I finished it.
Because you can't take it home with you. We like
You
taking
can't.
stuff home with us at
Exactly.
restaurants, right? So, yeah.
So you can't. So it's basically, you can order as much as you want. Once you finish your plate, you put it to the side, but you already have another order coming. Someone else comes out and takes the plate away.
Right.
So let's go back just for a second. We keep getting thrown off a bit. So you get your utensils that come out all wrapped up. So you get one set of
Yes.
utensils perfectly wrapped up. They give you like a placemat for your masks.
Yes.
So when you take off your mask, you
I
can
was
put
about
those
to kind
down.
of say, hold the phone, we got to back up.
Yeah, so it doesn't touch the table. And then, of course, they give you the same thing for your
Yes.
utensils, so you can put those down without touching the table. Because I found a couple of places we went
Yes.
that did that. They didn't have that additional layer of protection from your utensils to the table. So I found, me taking all the utensils and stacking them on the side of my plate, just trying to make it convenient.
you can find that video. Let us know what video that was.
Dear Lord.
Dear Lord. But no, I thought that was great. They had a place for the utensils as well, and the mask as well. So that's good. It was smart.
Yes. Now,
Right, so.
now here I got a question you guys had asked. What do you think about the price? It was a shocker at first, and I will say, oh my goodness gracious. But then I thought about what the Wynn has done and these places have done for all of their employees during
Yes.
the time of the coronavirus. That from the moment that everything shut down to the moment they're starting to reopen back up, the Wynn Las Vegas basically paid all of their employees, and they even paid those that are in the
Yes.
service. They paid them the estimated tips they would have
Which is
earned during that
awesome.
time, which is
Yes.
awesome.
Thumbs up for that.
So the one thing I think several of the employees that told us that the president that spoke with them said basically he didn't want them to feel like they were going to be at a loss, that they weren't going to miss their pay. So he paid that. So for us, it was like, okay, it's not that much of a hike, but it's a bit of a jump from what we're used to seeing for the buffet. But it was worth it to us because we know we're trying to support the employees as well, because it's a nervous time. And they
no.
lead the way, and they're safe precautions and doing everything right. I thought it was okay for us.
Yeah, we actually think it's a great value. Believe it or not, we think it's a great value. The extra price, I mean, there's a lot more service going on. I mean, you're getting the food brought to you right away, taken away. I mean, it's just much more service, so more cost for the buffet. So we can understand the additional costs as well,
Yeah.
coming to us. And it's, it's not so much. If you think about going to a nice restaurant, you're going to pay a lot more.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
our buffet was what? It was about $36.99 for the brunch
Yes.
buffet. And I mean, it was amazing. And for that price, well worth it. No doubt about it.
Yes,
So,
thank you, Joy, and thank you, Rachel. They both said we love Turn Up World. Thank you guys so much. We heart y'all. That's really sweet. That's really.
I don't know how to do heart. Oh, I did it. Look at that. I did a heart.
It looks like it from this side.
Something like
Maybe
that.
not from that side.
Yeah, no. Oh, well. I got to drink more
It
wine.
was a good job. No, it was
You gotta
definitely.
start, look at that. Look, there's nothing left there.
What is wrong with you tonight? Like, let me have the. I'm yipping. I'm excited.
Good talking. You talk, I drink.
Hey.
That works well. That
I
works
like
well,
the
right?
sound of that.
You should start boozing.
I am boozing.
My
I'm
advice
already-
is start drinking heavily.
Oh dear Lord.
Yes, dear Lord. Right.
So Leah says, I love your vlogs and the positive people and vibes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Leah, for being here. Appreciate that. Joy in the house. Thanks, Joy. Good to see you here as well. So I love to hear you guys' thoughts on some of that too. Maybe you've been to the buffet already.
Yes, let us know.
You know, what did you think of the tapas style? We really enjoyed it. You know, not having to worry about standing in a line for the same amount of food. Like for instance, one of the new item menus, and we actually, because it's we'll just kind of run through this so you guys know.
Sure, we got the menu.
We got the menu.
This is the paper menu for the brunch.
This is
brunch
the
menu.
brunch menu.
Yes.
Now, you could either do the QR code, or some folks, you know, there's older folks that may not have phones that could zap QR codes. They got paper menus, but they allowed us to have a paper menu because they knew we were vloggers, and they said, hey, and it's a paper menu. It's one and done.
Sure,
It's one and
absolutely.
done. It's
Yeah.
once we kind of slobbered all over this, we don't want to give it to somebody else, you know. So we drooled all over the delicious things on the menu. They don't want to give our drool to somebody else.
Of course
But-
not.
Exactly. So we got a nice brunch menu here, right,
That's right.
Captain Dave?
Collector's item. It is folded. That's okay.
That's okay.
It's been used.
It's been used.
One of the first ones
Very
ever.
first one. Very
Yeah,
first one.
Absolutely.
Very first one. So it was nice because one of the delicious new items, I thought anyway, was the lobster eggs Benedict.
Oh my God.
So the lobster
that
eggs Benedict was
awesome.
amazing. And let me tell you, if you didn't catch it in the video, while we were kind of diving into one, we had already called the waiter over and asked for another two. So we're kind of like wrapping up that first one, and another two were coming.
Oh, they were so good.
It was nice to not have to worry about the dirty dishes on your table. You know, we're kind of eating and diving into food. I mean, we were throwing down, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
We really got our money's worth.
Oh, yeah. If you love lobster Benedict, then
Eggs Benedict.
Yeah, lobster eggs Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Sorry about that. I mean, you could seriously get 10 or 15 dishes of those and just eat that when
Heck
you're
yeah.
there. I mean, it was
Heck
so
yeah.
good.
And we almost
They
did.
were-
I
they
think we
were
maybe had like
really
4 or
good.
5
But
of
we had
lobster
to
Benedict.
we had to review the other items.
Exactly. We
Right.
had a lot to
But
review.
they were so good. That was the first one too. We had.
That was the first.
And it was just like,
it
oh my
was
God.
like so
It
spot
was
on.
so good.
And if you guys,
Yes.
we did a video. Now, one of the things about us is we're really honest about these like reviews with food.
Yes.
We went to the Wynn the first time, and it wasn't the best experience. You know, we
No.
had a decent experience, but it wasn't the best. You know, we're obviously, we came from the Bacchanal, and there's always controversy between what's better,
Yeah, what's better,
Bacchanal or the
so
Wynn.
we were kind of comparing the two.
Exactly, and it was very different. But it was just at the same time, what we had, I don't know, maybe it was because we came right at the changeover
may
between
have
the
been,
lunch and the
right.
dinner. So things were kind of still sitting there. I remember having the oysters, and I love oysters. I remember the oysters, I'm not kidding, the oysters smelled like ass.
Wait for that. Wait,
So
here it
I
comes.
was like, oh, wait a second. This is not right. This is what?
Right.
Excuse me. And then of course,
And also
I like
the
crab
tacos.
legs.
I'm at a burnt taco.
Yeah, the tacos
For sure.
were a
It
little
tastes like
burnt.
burned, right? Not
So-
the pork one, but the beef one did.
Right, but we were
yeah.
kind of all about like, you know, keeping it honest, and we got a
Yeah.
lot of folks saying, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, well, I'm just telling you what we ate. And this was like a revival
Oh my
times
God.
50. The food,
Blew it away.
everything we had was absolutely delicious.
Right now, I have to
Absolutely
say,
delicious.
I mean, I know it's a different type of service, but this was probably our best buffet experience
Mm-hmm.
ever. I mean, everything was just spot on. Normally, it's kind of hit or miss. Some items aren't so good. Everything was great.
Everything was great.
Everything was great.
The rotation was there. As
Yeah.
soon as you placed your
It's so
order,
good.
and you'll notice this, there's different people.
Yeah.
Because what happens is they're trying to make sure the folks that are handling the food, and they have their job. So as soon as they put down something, they have to have time to go back into the kitchen and wash their hands and follow the rules or sanitize. So they have
Yes.
to do that through each time they pick up something. So there's someone else that's his job or her job was basically just to focus on getting you your order. So whenever you wanted to order something, it was like right there, right
Right.
there. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like
Oh.
we still had tons of food on our table, and they kept coming
wonder-
by.
Yeah, we had a wonderful server too. The host there was really, really good.
Yes,
Right.
wonderful, and that's a big ticket.
Yes, really
it's
good.
key to have someone like that. He was.
Yes.
very knowledgeable. He actually, said turn up world in the
He did
video.
our video,
He's a little
so
shy, he
yeah.
said, but he did a great
He's
job.
awesome.
So Thomas, if you're watching this,
Yeah.
thank you, dude. You were awesome.
And Thomas actually served us before,
Yes.
back in January, so it was great to have him again at the reopen.
Yes.
So just it was great to see him.
Yes.
And Thomas, hey, you did a great job.
So,
Thumbs up to you.
so if you are interested, I'm just going to kind of read you some of the things off of the
Yeah.
brunch menu. Some of the things that were new from what they said, and some of the things that we really, really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So if you want to take some notes on this, you definitely can. But I will tell you, we didn't actually mention this, by the way. There are some options on there for vegetarians.
Yes, that's true.
We're not vegetarians, so we had a lot of this stuff,
we're-
some of the stuff before, so we want to try some of the new stuff.
Yeah, we were diving into that fish and beef.
Woo,
We were,
wee.
yeah.
Let me
Sorry.
tell you,
Yeah.
the chicken and waffles,
Yeah.
delicious. So
Here we go. Menu items.
yes, Joy Wilson says the chicken and waffles sound absolutely yummy.
Oh,
J and K are cracking up right now. I see them with the laughing
the
in there.
chicken was great, and it's we had a comment saying that that chicken looked raw. That was not raw. That chicken was
No,
perfect.
it was perfect.
It
Now,
was so good.
What happens is sometimes when you have a thigh, if you guys
Yeah,
cook
it's
a
a
chicken
bone
thigh,
and
it's on
thigh.
the bone. Sometimes it has a little bit of coloration, but it's cooked, and it was delicious. He's here.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
perfectly fine. It's been a little while, so
And
it was
I am,
good.
and
It was
I'm
good.
the
It was
last
good.
person to eat a raw piece of chicken, right?
Yes.
You know me. I would not eat that.
Yes.
It was awesome. So crispy. You added that kind of extra little crisp.
What?
crunch
That was
to
a
it.
real crunch.
That was a real crunch.
That's
yeah.
how he usually eats. Mouth wide open, crunching.
That was really good. That was really good. Now I didn't love the syrup for the waffle. It was a little too spicy for
I will
me.
say this.
I gotta say.
I liked it
You
after
liked it,
I thought
yeah.
about it. Now this
Yeah.
is the chicken and waffles, guys. The presentation was amazing. It
Yeah.
was a really great piece of chicken with like great kind of
It was
perfectly
awesome.
breaded chicken. It was like a panko style breading, and then it had like the waffle, a good like triangle size. But here's the kicker. The syrup had a
real
spicy
spice.
taste to it, almost like a jalapeno
Right.
type maple syrup
Yeah.
spice. It threw me for at first.
I had expected, kind of this Vermont
traditional
maple syrup.
Vermont maple
maple
syrup.
So I was like, whoa, what's that?
Yes.
So I was thrown
Yes.
off. But
It was absolutely
Yeah.
delicious.
that fried chicken though was perfect. It was amazing, really good, well worth trying. So if you
Yeah,
like
so
fried
the battered
definitely go for
chicken,
it.
Brian, it was absolutely the chicken and waffle was phenomenal. We had a couple of those. Now,
Yeah.
again, the service is lightning fast,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that is exactly what they were going for, so that you, as a person that loves buffets, are not missing having to go up there. Because
it's
if you
boom,
wanted
right
a
there.
plate full of crab legs, they're bringing them to you, and by the time you get to the bottom of that first set of crab legs, and let me tell you, it was busy. They're sold out. So you might not think it was sold out or didn't look really busy, but that is because they're spacing the tables. It's every other table. So they're running at a 50% capacity. So they're really trying to hone in on the different folks, making sure everybody's needs are accommodated. Hold on a second. So
I'm holding on.
the biggest thing
Okay.
is this. What they did was, from other restaurants, they pulled employees from other restaurants that might be slower, and they brought them over to the buffet to work as well. So they're overstaffed, so that there's movement all along the way. So if you're ordering something 10 times, there's always going to be somebody helping you with that, right?
Absolutely. And I gotta say, we're so excited for Vegas to have been reopened, and just the job that the Wynn has done with the buffet and really the whole complex there, just thumbs up. And
Yes.
buffet was awesome.
Yes,
really, really good. Just
we love the buffets. We
Yes.
are Vegas. We love Vegas. Like Vegas is like, it's so funny. Like I did Vegas a long, long time ago when I used to work with a production company out there to put together a lot of these shows for a lot of these casinos, but a very different formula. Now it's like, you're there and it's like we're just really diving in from a different perspective, and it's so much fun taking you guys along with us so you can see what it's like. Obviously, the reopening is a big deal, and we wanted to make sure we were there for that. Very, very
Absolutely.
cautious. There's very much a lot of mixed feeling about wearing masks. I don't give a damn what you say. If you don't want to wear a mask, you're stupid.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I mean, everybody has their right to kind of do and say what they want to do. I prefer wearing a mask. It makes me feel great. I have trouble breathing sometimes. Those damn
know,
things.
exactly.
And sometimes I'm kind of resurfacing that liquor.
Yeah, yeah. Certainly, when we're out on the strip, we're gonna wear the mask, right? And so we're out there a lot too.
Yeah.
we're out there almost every night, right? And so when we're going out every night, we're gonna wear those masks.
Yeah, we
So,
enjoy wearing them. I mean,
we
it
don't,
just
we don't
makes us-
love wearing them, but it's just the way we're in right
and
now.
here's the
so.
thing, guys. The hotels, they're working closely with medical
Yeah.
professionals and things like that to really try to get a handle so they can reopen. You know, obviously you can't pay employees forever if you're not open, and there's a lot of people that are counting on those checks. So it's like them trying to really focus and structure in a way to get things back up again was really honorable to see that they were really focused on doing that while they took care of their employees. And that was really, really, I don't know, I think I almost cried when I heard what they did for their employees. I'm a softie, y'all, so I'm always crying. If it's meaningful and it makes me emotional, that's it. The waterworks is out.
Well, what do you think about going through and they're all cheering as you're walking through the line? The
Oh
opening,
gosh! So
the
guys,
reopening?
so
Yeah.
guys, so can I tell the story?
I'll
you,
shut
you
up.
already asked me what you think, so I'm gonna tell you what we thought. So this was interesting. So right at the opening, the Wynn and a couple other hotels opened up on the 4th of June. And we were there for the Wynn reopening. And I can tell you this, for those of you that know Disney, if you've seen our Disney video, because we were also at the opening, we're also big Disneyers. If you were at the opening of the Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway, or you've seen the video, right as you come out of that new ride, the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, all the staff
They're all cheering.
and the president,
The
they're out
senior
there,
folks, they're out there, yeah.
clapping and
Yeah,
cheering.
President of Disney's there cheering.
Yes, and it was
Yeah.
incredible. It felt the same. You had the folks there. I think you even had the president there as well, kind of cheering, and just it felt. I swear, Dave was like, you know, this is like you felt like a king and queen
Oh, yeah,
kind of
VIP.
walking in VIP. And as a matter of fact, we even said to one of the I guess management folks that were there, this feels like Disney.
Exactly.
Adult
Felt like
Disney.
Disney. We walk in, everyone's cheering.
Oh, heck
it was
yeah.
great.
It was
It's kind of emotional too.
It was very
You
emotional.
know, exactly. So, I mean, you really feel for the folks there, the employees. It's really, you know, it's part of our, you know, our country kind of reopening, right? Kind of getting back that spunk and the spirit. And so, having Vegas reopen, having the Wynn reopen, being there was great.
Absolutely.
It felt great, and walking through that line and the cheering.
Yes.
You know, we loved it. So, it
Yes,
was great.
exactly. Joy says it's not mandatory to wear masks in California, so wear your masks.
Hey, we
it's,
agree with
it's,
that.
It's helpful, y'all. Oh, well, hold on a second.
We got to talk about a super chat.
Yes.
Coming through.
We got a super chat from We Run Las Vegas. Hi, everyone, and hope you're having a great day. Round
you.
of applause for We Run Las Vegas for the super chat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. We run Las Vegas.
Thank you. So, let me ask you guys that have, you know, if J and K, you guys are still here, let me ask you guys this. What did you
Oh.
think of the items on the menu? What was your favorite item on that menu? Because we had, I think everything I ate was one of my favorites.
It was
Initially,
amazing.
I thought the lobster eggs Benedict was my favorite until I tried
Sushi
the
you love.
sushi.
And you never think sushi at a buffet?
At a buffet.
Like, why? You don't get that. But it was really good.
Yeah.
I even liked it.
Yeah.
Right?
That
Although-
to me says it all right there.
Although no chopsticks. They kind of brought the chopsticks after we
After
finished.
we finished
They're like,
it.
oh, no, sorry about that.
You know what? We could have ordered.
Slight thing. That's okay.
We could have
It's okay.
ordered. We did order another set. We did order another set.
That's true. And they came.
and they
They
came.
did come, but it
we
was-
felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Just we already had our utensils there. I wasn't trying to touch paper and open it up. You know, mentally processing it. So I
Right.
use the fork. Although I eat my sushi with a chopstick.
I got to ask you something here. We have a question here from AS.
Hey, hold on a second. Let me see.
Here we go. Did you check out Elio at Encore?
Did you check out Elo at
Well-
Encore? A&S, you are so dang
Yeah, you're on
smart.
point. You're on
you are
point.
on point.
Yes.
Because you know what? We sure as hell did. Yeah, we did.
And that explains why we went to brunch.
Yes, which is why we went to brunch. We would have gone to the dinner, but we went to brunch. We were kind of making it like a double day celebration.
Yes, it was our birthday.
It was our birthday. So we were definitely excited to try that. Yes, we did. And we have a video. Stay tuned. That is
Stay
coming
tuned for
out
that.
on Wednesday.
Grand
Stay tuned.
grand opening.
The grand opening
Elio
of Elio.
at Encore.
So if you're interested in the first Mexican restaurant that opened up in the Wynn,
Yes.
stay tuned for that.
Exactly.
Wynn Encore, same
Yeah.
thing.
That's it.
Stay
no
tuned
more,
for that.
We're going to talk about that. Got to watch the
Stay
video.
tuned for that.
Yes.
Jeff says better than gas station sushi.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever. I don't know.
I've
gas
never tried
station.
that.
Now maybe the only gas station sushi I would probably try if they made it is Buc-ee's. in
Buc-ee's.
Texas. That
Buc-ee's
is probably the only
brisket.
gas station I would try if they made sushi, but they're not really known for
Yeah,
that.
they're
known
more
for
brisket.
that brisket sandwich.
They're brisket. Buc-ee's is amazing.
brisket.
Yes, that's true. Good point. I'm thinking, what have I tried at a gas station? Apart from like Gatorade.
Well, you know what's funny? I think in Mexico they actually have. Oh, Peru.
Oh, you're right about that.
They-
Mexico too. Mexico
Was it
too.
Mexico?
Yes. We stopped on the way to the volcano
The
that we hiked
volcano.
up.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Sorry,
But-
Mexico City. We're blanking on the name.
Yeah.
Yes. Nevada de Toluca.
Yeah, Nevado de Toluca.
Yes.
So that was amazing. But so gas station
Yes.
does have their like ups and downs, depends on where. But we had these sandwiches in
were so
Peru.
good.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're getting in a car here. We're headed to, we're headed to hike some of the, where are we heading?
Nevada to Toluca.
No, I'm talking about Peru.
Oh, Peru.
We're actually headed to the salt mines, the Mara salt mines.
Oh, Mara salt mines, yeah.
And we actually stopped. We were starving. We were trying to adjust to the altitude, and we ended up having these sandwiches at a gas station. I was a little nervous about that because I'm like, okay, sandwiches and mayonnaise and gas station. I'm like, But can tell you, they make the best sandwiches at those gas stations in Peru.
Exactly.
Ooh, this is Cusco, Peru.
Yeah, so maybe not in the U.S., but if you're in Peru or Mexico,
Not gonna knock it.
maybe it's okay.
Or Buc-ee's, U.S.
Yeah, or Buc-ee's. That's true. Buc-ee's, go for that brisket. Damn good. Yes. Oh, wait. Francis, Peru, we got to put that up.
Oh, Dave, you scared the out of me. Hold on, we got a couple in here. We got a couple in here. We jump back up before we
I
get
can't
to.
believe this is the first time you finished your pizza before I did.
I know. That's
Right?
because you're talking as much as me tonight.
I've been like boozing too much here. I gotta start
Hold
eating
on a
little
second.
bit.
First,
Yeah.
we gotta acknowledge this one here. We got super chat from Coach Mo in the house. We're so excited to catch you live. Thank you for your Wynn videos.
you.
We go in August again. Whoa! So hold on. Thank you, Coach Mo in the house. Thank you for the super chat. All right, so we're gonna start this again. Usually, what happens is when we get a super chat, we like to have a toast and drink. We just drink.
Oh, God, I've been toasting all night.
Well, that's on you. You better switch.
Water, girl.
Not for the
Okay.
super chat. You
Okay, there we go.
gotta sip. So this is for
There we
Coach
go.
Mo and We Run Las Vegas. Thank you guys so much for the
Yeah,
super
cheers.
chat
There
before.
we go.
Cheers. Thank you.
Boozing tonight.
But that's not done. We're
There
not
we go.
done. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
It looks like we have
I'm in some trouble.
Francis Power in the house. Pair characters giving us with the lovely kind of dove, blowing red hearts and kisses. Thank you so much for that cutesy little super chat. Francis!
There we go. I'm boozing it. A little bit.
Woo!
Wowzer.
Thank you so much. So it looks like some of you guys are actually heading back there in like August, July. What's nice about those times too is things are starting to settle into like a groove out there. So you're also starting to get a lot of things that are opening up that weren't open up during that first
Right.
week. It was still very much like a ghost town. Now, obviously, because a lot of the hotels and casinos were running at like 50% capacity. So, because of that, it really felt like 20% on Las Vegas Strip.
No, it's true. It's about 20% at best, for sure.
Exactly.
But we're thinking maybe fall, maybe September. We're gonna go there, maybe for a meetup. We'll see. Stay tuned for that. All right. So we're thinking about that.
Yes.
Have some ideas around that, which could be pretty fun.
Yes,
Right,
absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Stay tuned.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So, I know a lot of you folks too are in like different parts that are dying to get back they're dying to get back to Las Vegas, but can't. I know some of you folks are in Canada. Canada's a little tough on folks as well.
Yes,
I
I
think
know.
what happens is if you come out, you have to, and correct me if I'm wrong for those that are Canadian viewers that are in here, if you leave Canada, you have to, when you come back, you have to quarantine for 14 days, I believe so. So that might make it a little tough for a lot of folks that have
Right.
to get back to like their life back home. So it could be tough, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have to wait 14 days before you do that.
Exactly.
So.
We're basically U.S. travel for the moment, right? Although we do have some van life coming up, which could be overseas. We'll see. I got to point this out. Leona Johnson, staying at the Wynn next week, made reservations at the buffet, one dinner, and next day brunch. So 2 reservations at the buffet.
That is awesome. That is
Thumbs
exactly
up.
how you should do
Yeah,
that.
let us know how that is.
Let me tell you, Leona, there's great options on the buffet, but there's phenomenal new items that are on the dinner menu as well. So definitely do that. And I feel like for me, the endless pour, at least for one of them, is worth it. If you're not driving and you're staying in a hotel resort there, have the endless pour for $22,
it's
$26.
totally worth it.
It's totally worth it. Now, the buffet brunch, guys, so you know, which we have the menu right here. If you want to know any more items on here, let us know. We'll tell you what is delicious on this
Here we go.
menu. But it's $36.99, which is definitely an increase from what it used to be. But in our opinion, it's worth the value because the food was spot on and we
Damn
ate
good.
We ate our worth.
Absolutely.
Right,
we
maybe more.
We easily got our money's
Yeah.
worth. There's no question about it. I mean, we ate at restaurants all week apart from the buffet, and it was one of the best values that whole week for sure.
Yes.
Right.
So Brian asked, did we talk about the unlimited pours? So I'll explain to you why we didn't do the unlimited pour. We went to brunch. Okay. We also had reservations in the evening at the new restaurant Elio. So
Right.
we didn't get the endless pour this time, but last time we were there, we had the endless pour.
Oh, yeah.
I drank so many mimosas. I think I became a mimosa.
Yeah, no, if you watch the Wynn video or the
Woo!
Bacchanal video,
Woo!
we get our money's worth out of the endless
We
pour.
we definitely go for
Yeah.
the feeling of endless pour.
Yeah, I definitely drink a little bit too much bubbly.
No.
Maybe. Sometimes. Okay. Tana's being nice.
You just can't handle your bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of
That's
sips,
fair.
and that is all
Maybe not
she
being
wrote.
nice. Yeah, Tana can handle it. Not so much. I can't. It's not so
No, you're getting better at it.
much.
for sure.
Exactly. I'm working on it.
Eat your pizza.
I'm working on it. Eat your damn pizza. Shut up.
No, but you know what I think it is?
What?
I sip and you gargle.
I guzzle.
I think you guzzle.
I drink it like water.
Yeah,
right.
you guzzle. I think
That's
if you
right.
sip it, it kind of gives a chance to kind of really ferment those grapes.
Yeah, we had a question here. I gotta ask you
Wait, let me say, hold on.
from Joy Wilson.
Joy Wilson in the house.
I think it should probably say Disney World.
Where is it at? Where's Joyce?
Right at the bottom.
Yes. Disney World is opening. That's not a question. That's a comment.
Are you going to
Are you
Disneyland's
going to
opening?
Disney World? Oh, that was a question. Disney World. Disneyland, I think, is already kind of like
I think Disneyland later.
Later.
I believe
Much
World
later.
is on the
The
11th
11th.
of July.
yes.
So stay tuned for that. We'll see. TBD.
Working on it. There's a lot of folks ready, trigger fingering ready for that one, and that's another reservation system only, so it's kind of first come first serve. But
Exactly.
we're working on some back end stuff. Maybe we'll see what happens. But stay tuned. If we do, y'all
will
be the
find
first
out.
to know. Y'all know y'all gonna be the first to know.
There'll be a lot of live going
Oh
on, right? So,
gosh.
yes.
So excited for that. So Jane K in Vegas says the creme brulee. I'm gonna put them up here.
Sure.
The creme brulee was a mix of flan and creme brulee, strawberry shortcake. Jeff had rotisserie chicken and corn, mashed potatoes, fish and chips. Fries were waffle fries. Sounds like you guys had a load. You guys definitely had a load of stuff. I remember walking over to their table, by the way.
Yeah.
And they're also, if you guys don't know
They're
them,
awesome.
They're awesome.
They're awesome.
really, really fun.
Absolutely. Check 'em out.
She kind of reminds me like with that pink hair, like Cyndi Lauper.
And super, super nice. Just,
Girls just wanna
exactly.
have fun.
Yes.
Oh,
Just great.
girls just
Yeah.
wanna have. Okay.
I'm shutting up. But great people. Definitely worth checking out. They went live, actually, right,
Yes.
for their experience. Really cool. You can check out the live experience there at the opening of the Wynn Buffet. So, really cool. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Who's laughing?
Got it. So the 17th of, asking us if we're going to Disneyland, which is they're opening up the
Oh.
17th of July. So no, we're definitely not doing that
Right.
one. We
We-
won't be doing that one for sure. We're kind of focused more on the Disney World side of it. This
Right,
this time.
we're pass holders for Disney World,
Right.
not Disneyland.
Right.
Now,
Now that could change.
of course, we have friends that
Oh,
over at
we're not
Disneyland.
gonna- we're not gonna go
so
there.
who knows? We'll see. TBD.
TBD. But
Yeah.
actually, we are pass holders, like Dave was saying, season pass holders of Disney
Yeah.
World. So we're counting down for the Disney World reopening. If you guys are going to Disneyland, I'd love to know. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're the 17th, so they're a little bit later.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens with the opening of Disney World. I mean, that could determine the opening of Disneyland.
Exactly.
But they actually did open up. Like Shanghai did a great
Shanghai
job.
did amazing.
They
Sold
did a
out
great job.
immediately.
Sold out and
Right,
did a
so-
really fantastic job of the social distancing, the mask wearing. The rules were firm. You know, I know a lot of places, and here I'll tell you guys
You're
this.
very
So-
different from Vegas.
so let me tell you guys this. So Vegas, when it comes to masks, when we got there, they really highly, the signs are everywhere. You know,
Yes.
let me finish. Signs are everywhere, right? So they really highly recommend you wear your mask. And you'll see that on every sign. But it wasn't like they enforced you,
No.
forced you to wear them. So for us, it was like, okay, you have these signs in place. You tell us you work with the medical professionals that say you should wear masks. So we're respecting that. But a lot of folks did not wear masks.
Right.
Now,
all employees wear masks.
all
but not the
employees are
guests.
required to wear masks,
Right.
but not the guests.
And certainly when we were at Fremont Street at the opening at 12:01 a.m. on Wednesday night or Thursday morning at 12:01, I mean, maybe 30% had masks on, and it was packed. It was like a club scene. So it definitely, and it also varies from basically casino. The Strip, I think folks were a little bit more conservative than, say, downtown on Fremont Street in terms of wearing masks. So
Yes. Yes. Oh, looks like
Oh, here we go.
were just talking about you guys. We got
Disneyland.
Bill and Lisa in the
There we go.
house.
Yes.
Let me tell you guys, Bill and Lisa, we love them
Yes.
to death. They're like our new buddies because
Oh, they're
we did a
awesome.
collaboration with
Awesome.
them in Las Vegas. And it was like a burger, smorgasbord of heaven, deliciousness.
Fuku burger. Check out that video.
Lisa and I are like soulmates, like sisters from another mother. Sisters from another mother. That's all I have to say.
And I gotta say, when Lisa and Bill describe food,
Oh,
it just makes you hungry.
it made me
They're
eat.
so
I ate
good
like
at
a
it,
pig. As soon as
right?
she talked about the burger she was having, I ate my. I couldn't even let her finish. I was like,
I know. I'm like, this tastes good. She's like,
really good.
Exactly.
So welcome, Bill and Lisa. Thank you guys for
Thank
joining
you
us.
for joining.
Definitely go over and subscribe to their channel. They're wonderful, wonderful. Some of you may already know them, but we really, really love them. We can't wait to meet with them again. It's going to be fun. We have a lot to do. Lisa, we have a lot to do. Okay? Bill, thank you guys. It was awesome. Thank you for joining us
Yes.
tonight. They're actually putting some fun stuff up in Chicago.
Chicago. We love
okay, they're
Chicago.
in Chi-Town, honey. Eating that
Yeah.
pizza.
yeah, we
Eating
love
that
Chicago, great city.
It's a wonderful city, and they're out
We
there
lived there
rocking
kind of years
it out.
ago in the past. So
Exactly.
In the distant past.
In the
we were there.
distant past, we were in Chicago. I
Right.
wouldn't be called dead in Chicago.
But it's
Chicago.
Something like it hot, yes.
Yeah, that movie.
Exactly. We love Chicago.
So welcome. Martine says good night. Thank you for joining us this evening. Good night. So Ken says been watching Bill and Lisa's food vlogs ever since. All right, well you should, guys.
Good,
they're
yeah,
they're
really
really,
good.
really, really great stuff. They're so much fun. The cutest smiles and the cutest couple.
Exactly.
I just, I'm gonna give you an orange bird sippy cup, Bill and Lisa, because
Right, and what you see in the video is exactly how they are in person. Just
They're
really,
awesome.
really great. Just good people.
So now, getting back to this buffet, let me tell you a couple other things that we really, really enjoyed on this menu. Now, this is the brunch menu. This is kind of the menu you'll get probably even for dinner. If you cannot read or
You'll read a
you
form.
can't read a phone.
You gonna read it for him?
You can't read a phone. I'm saying if you can't like QR code, because sometimes it's hard to. The QR codes kind of close down. You got to keep touching your phone.
Yeah, I don't
open
like
it
that
back
at all.
up.
I
So
lose that
you get the
immediately.
paper
I need the
menu.
paper. I'm like old school. I want that paper menu. I want the photo on it. That works for me.
Bingo. And
Right.
I almost felt like the stuff on the brunch menu, what was in the photo was the new items.
Yeah, I was like staring at the photo. I want that. I want that chicken. I want that lobster.
It was really, really good. Hello, Trisha. Thank you so much for joining.
Hey,
Good to
Trisha.
see you. Good to see
Yes.
you. I might do footage from Disneyland. That would be great,
Yes.
Kat. If you're gonna go, because you're in California, so if you're gonna
Yes.
do Disneyland, definitely do that for sure. You make sure, Kat, you're wearing your damn mask, or I'm gonna ground you. All right, you're gonna be on a week's worth of punishment if you ain't wearing that damn mask in Disneyland.
We need to stop. Super chat.
Up.
We need to make an announcement here.
Did you guys see that?
Super chat coming on
It was
up.
like stop, hammer time.
Stop. Hammer time. Hammer time.
So it looks like, oh, wow, JNK with the pear character kind of dancing. That is me right there. Keep it up. Hold on a second. So thank you, JNK. Let me put some, we got to do a little dance about that pear.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Kinda can dance. I can't
Oh,
dance.
please, you got it. You got it.
I cannot
Ready?
dance. I've trained years for this.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. We will. Keep it up. We will. Come on, like the pear. Keep it up. Keep it up. We will. Keep it up. We will. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Thank you so much, J&K. For the
Thank
super
you.
chat. Really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Yes, so Rachel actually says to us, hope you like the birthday video. So Rachel, Kat, and a few others actually did some
that was
really
so
cool
nice.
birthday
Oh.
videos for us. And let me tell you, I'm going to give you, first of all, a round of applause to
my
all
God, that
those
was
that
so
did that.
nice. Thank you so
went
much,
out of your
everyone.
way
Yes.
to
Thank
make
you.
us a birthday
I got a
video.
drink for that.
Thank
Drink a
you.
little more. I drink a little more for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I missed that. One more time. Yeah.
It was really, really sweet. Thank you
That's
guys
so
so much
nice.
for that. It was
Yes.
like a pleasant
Really
surprise.
appreciate that.
Let me tell you, sometimes we're out there now. Obviously, it's a lot of work to be out there as much as we are. We're on filming, trying to edit, and trying to put things together to really bring you guys into the experience as the way we're feeling the experience. So it was nice, when you're really, really tired, you get back and you pop on, and we try to answer as many comments. We get a lot of comments on our videos
Yeah.
and our groups and everything else. So even our Instagrams, it's been like trying to keep up with all of them has been tough, but we really try to do our best because you guys take the time to write those awesome comments.
Yes.
So we really try and do our best to take the time to answer the comments. As long as they're respectful, you're gonna get an answer. If they're like disrespectful, you get in the boot.
Exactly.
You're getting chopped.
Exactly.
But it's really great because we try to keep this more, for us, it's more of the positive light of Las Vegas and all about the great experiences that we have, what keeps bringing us back. You know, you're always going to have the negative Nellies and everything else
Oh,
that's
yeah.
out there, and we understand that.
It's like Vegas is dead. It's all over.
Nothing bothers
World
us.
has
Let me
ended.
just tell you, that doesn't.
No,
please,
that's not
please,
happening.
Please,
That is not
It's all
happening.
about the love and light for us in terms of Las Vegas, and why we all keep going back because we all love Vegas. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, a lot of you guys live there. You live there for a reason because you love Las Vegas. Hopefully, you do. But it's really great to be able to hone in on these comments, to see what you guys, put into those comments, the efforts, and we put the same effort into trying to respond to those. And thank you again to those that are part of the crew and that have definitely, those birthday videos were awesome. Really,
Oh,
thank you for
really
that.
appreciate it.
Thank you
Should
for
we talk
that.
about the poem too.
Oh my goodness.
The poem
Okay.
was, I'm not
Okay.
sure we talked about that yet.
We have not talked.
The poem was incredible.
Let me take a quick second because this is
Yes.
one of our Vegas crew members as well here. And in our group for the Love of Las Vegas, if you haven't joined that group, you should definitely join that group. The way you can do it, I think one of our moderators, Kat, might have put the link in here. After the live stream, you can go ahead and do that. Now, the only way you can join the group, because it's a private group, is to answer those 5 or 6 questions
And
that are
answer
there.
those damn questions because Tanya's a stickler about that. Made me answer them.
If I make my
them,
husband answer those
you guys
guys,
gotta answer
I
them
keep
too.
saying this, you got to answer those questions.
They're
to get in.
simple
They're
questions.
simple
You can do it even if you guess. You can guess right. Not too
Yes.
hard. Not too hard.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. So we definitely want to. What was I saying?
I think I was listening. It was like yada 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 yada.
I thought you were. You're supposed to be my husband. What's wrong with
I was
you?
reading the comments.
Oh.
I was reading the comments.
Good call. Good
Yeah.
call.
How's that? How's that? Yes. Oh.
But we're talking about this poem. So one of our
Yes, the
awesome,
poem.
one
Oh
of
my
our
God.
awesome,
Loved it. Loved it.
one of our awesome like Vegas, fans and our Turning Up World followers here, wrote a poem that he says inspired by the love of Vegas, but inspired by us as well. So I'm gonna try and pull it up really quick while Dave maybe tries to do a dance for your conversion
Dance
show.
for me. Oh my God. Not a
But
dance.
I'm gonna pull
No
it
one
up
wants to
because
see
wait,
Dave
hold
dance.
on, because I promised to read it. I didn't have it we were live streaming a lot in Vegas, so I didn't have it really in front of me. But I wanted to read this because I thought it was pretty spot.
Oh, you
it
should
was
read it.
awesome.
It was so good.
I'm gonna
Here we
try
go.
and
We're
pull it
gonna
up.
read that. Yes.
And let me just make mention, we got 202 folks in here and 159. So I'm gonna make it simple. Can we get to 175? Can we smash? If you have not smashed that thumbs up button, can you go ahead and smash that thumbs up button? Right? Thumbs up! On the count of 3, let's get that to 175. Those who
We
have
can do
not
it.
smashed, let
We
me
can do it.
two-
Let's go.
207.
Come on, guys. You gotta
we
get there.
can do
You
it.
can do it.
You can do it.
Thumbs
And
up.
the 5 of you that gave the thumbs down, you can go to hell.
Don't worry about that. Thumbs up. 175. We can do it. Let's do it. I gotta say this. We got Nick. Says happy birthday, by the way. Thank you so much, Nick.
Nick, thank you.
Yeah.
Love your videos from Vegas,
and Mexico.
And Mexico.
And you should travel and vlog to the Philippines. We
Okay,
would love to go to the Philippines.
We were planning. We had
Yes.
so much planned for this year in the
Yes.
beginning and before this happened. And definitely we were thinking of those areas. It just got shut down before we could actually
Yeah.
lock things in place. So those are definitely on the
We had
radar.
planned for Southeast Asia, Philippines, a bunch of places as well, but probably not this year. Maybe, maybe over the winter,
Yes.
right? But not over the summer.
Yes.
We do have some plans for international travel,
We do.
right? Which I think we mentioned to folks earlier,
We do.
right? So do you
Long-
want to mention that or keep that a little quiet?
Well, I want to read the poem.
Here comes the poem, everyone.
I want to read
Yes.
this poem. So I want to kind of share with you guys here. So
fine.
Nick, he's not even here this evening,
I know, I feel bad, right?
but
I'm not
I
sure he's
just,
in
if
the-
you
in the
guys,
room.
know him or talk with him, you can definitely go ahead and
Yes.
give him a shout out and say hi and that we read the poem. I gotta pull it up. I gotta
Here we
search
go,
through
yeah.
the group. So Dave is gonna entertain you guys for a little bit.
Oh, that could be a problem, folks. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, man. We have a question. Have you guys ever been to Gordon Ramsay's Steak at Paris? And we actually have not eaten there yet.
So we
We've
haven't
been to Hell's
eaten
Kitchen
there,
a number of times.
But we were there filming live for their
Yeah.
reopen and their renovation.
Yeah, if you watch our live from the Strip with Paris, which was, I guess it was on Thursday, right when Paris reopened, we walked through the Gordon Ramsay steak, and they had redone it all. Really great. It looks great in there. It's definitely on our hit list. Have not been there yet. Looks really good though. Would love the renovation. So really cool looking.
Yes, very, very cool. It's actually a really great, spot. We were really excited too about Paris, reopening.
Yes.
And that's just wonderful. It was interesting being there the first, week and looking over at Paris and just seeing the Eiffel Tower and lights and everything being dark. You know what I mean? So it was kind of sad to see the lights off in a lot of these places. I remember when we went up in some of you guys may have joined us. We took you guys live from the High Roller, and just to see, like, you know, from that side of things, the Link and other hotels, dark, was kind of sad. You know, when you see other
Right.
lights on, those are off. But it's exciting to see that they're all starting to turn the lights back on. So seeing like the Paris hotel open back up, it was amazing. It was like awesome.
It was great
It
to
was
see.
really
I know
awesome.
exactly. The chain link fence one day, next day wide open, walking through. Really cool. And one thing actually I think we should talk about for 2020 has the Circa Hotel downtown. We're really excited about the opening there. And actually, apparently they're going to take reservations starting on Wednesday for, I believe it's the end of October, October 28th. If you want to stay there, it's definitely something we're super excited about. It's going to be a really cool hotel downtown.
Yes.
And that is, they've accelerated the opening there. And it sounds like maybe right before Halloween, they're going to open up.
Yes,
So
exactly.
that's pretty exciting.
So Rockin' Atlanta says,
watch out for
love you,
that.
love you guys, energy and attitude. Thank you, Rockin' Atlanta. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate that. We try to bring the best positive light and attitude that we can to our live streams, to our videos in general. That's just kind of who we are. We're really crazy, goofballish, but at the same time,
What you talking about?
we do.
We're crazy.
We are.
We're crazy. Who's crazy?
We are crazy.
Question about any word on the Mirage opening up? No word yet. Mirage is still TBD. As far as I know, if folks know in the room anything else, let us know. But
Yes.
I have not seen that.
Yes, we have not seen that yet.
Yes.
So, and guys, you guys are really like amazing. We do appreciate
Yes.
all the love and support that we've gotten from you guys. You know, we're out there grinding on a daily basis. This is our thing. We're full-time content creators, so it's important for us to be out there, and we enjoy being out there. And we love that you guys have so much love for us, as well as this channel, as well as Vegas and travel, because that's what it's about. Get out there,
Absolutely.
do what you got to do, stay positive, stay safe, obviously. And thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
So I found it.
Oh, here we go. And Rachel actually says, but you saw it for Circa, you have to be 21 and over to make reservations. It's true. It's only
Yes.
21. It's not family style.
It's not family style.
It's 21 plus for the initial reservation. So.
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
So
here we go.
21 plus. So this is from Neil. Now Neil is again, he's one of our.
We
he's
love
been
Neil.
following us from
Yes.
the beginning. He's been with us with these live streams. He's may not, and of course he's not here tonight. He might be in here. I'm not sure, but let me just read this poem that Neil wrote that he said was inspired by us and for the love of Vegas.
This is amazing. We love
And it's
it.
called Viva Las Vegas. And if you want to read it, you can go over to our group for the love of Las Vegas. You can join our private group, which is basically all about the love of Las Vegas. And you can kind of read this poem there because he posted it there and it got a lot of love from a lot of our members. So here we go. It goes, finally, the time has come. We should all take a trip. Hey, Las Vegas just reopened. Let's stay on the strip. Should we book the Cosmo or maybe try the Wynn? Viva Las Vegas, baby, my favorite city of sin. It's Disneyland for adults. I've heard this claim before. Can't get enough of Vegas life. You're always getting more. It's in the middle of the desert for the last 100 years. As long as you are gambling, you never pay for beers.
Exactly.
It's so true.
Yes.
If you gamble all day long, good chance you lose your money. At least you can tell all your friends it's always hot and sunny. Craps, blackjack, or roulette, there's so many games to choose. It's always about having fun, not how much did you lose.
Exactly. Everyone's a winner.
I'm getting pretty hungry. I haven't mentioned all the food. The Vegas lights, the Vegas shows. You get in the mood. There's always so much to see and do, but nothing's ever cheap. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's I might forget to sleep. Endless walking on the strip, my feet begin to hurt. Amen, I feel that one here.
That's true.
I just left my favorite place. At least I got this shirt. Oh!
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you,
That was
Neil.
awesome. Love it.
That
so much.
was fantastic. Neil, that was just like, that was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for that poem. I mean, I read it numerous times. I felt
I
like,
think it's awesome.
I thought it was
It's
so
really
amazing.
Amazing to see.
I thought
Yes.
it was really, really fun to see. Like, you just
the
really,
passion.
the passion.
The passion for Vegas.
Yes,
right
the
there.
passion for
right
Vegas.
there.
Exactly.
Yes.
It says it all right there in that poem. So
Yep.
thank you, Neil. We got to do this for Neil. For
And I wish
that,
Neil, I'm not sure Neil is on tonight, but
I know he's usually very vocal
maybe when
when
he's
he isn't
on,
here.
For the trivia, he loves that damn trivia.
Yes.
Right, got to do the trivia again.
Yes.
Yeah, me.
Neil.
Yeah, that's to Neil. Thank you, Neil. Watch this.
Thank you, Neil, for that poem. Now, guys, what we do sometimes on Mondays, usually like to do this, we like to do trivia, Las Vegas trivia.
Yes.
So we are thinking maybe on Thursday. Maybe Thursday.
Do you guys want that? You guys want
want
trivia?
to see a little live?
Little
We
Las
just
Vegas
want some
trivia?
Las Vegas trivia. If you want to see some Las Vegas trivia, let's go ahead and
777 maybe.
let's type in 777. On the count of 3, everybody, for the love and luck of Vegas, if you want to have some trivia on Thursday, type in 777 now. Go!
Let us know that.
Woo! I'm going to play some music.
We'll see.
777, go. Joy's like, yeah, definitely feeling that.
That's Neil right there.
Definitely feeling that. Come on. 777. Rob's like, yeah. Cat's like 777. Joy's like, I missed trivia. King Jack was like, yes. We got Brett. We got Christina. We got Rachel. We got RG3. We got Rocket Alonso. Real Justice Radio. Alina. Come on, guys. We got Debbie Hugh. We got Alyssa. Bruce. Woo!
You're gonna have a lot of folks chiming in.
I love it. I love it.
Time to bring it on.
Time to bring it on.
Bring it on.
So let me just tell you guys one thing we were thinking about in terms of like the trivia, right? So, and then we'll get back to this. We're thinking of doing like prizes for trivia.
Yes, little prizes.
And we're working out like the details. It
Vegas
won't happen
style.
this Thursday, so it's a good practice round for you to understand how we work our trivia. If you join us on Thursday, a lot of them said yes. Look at
Yeah,
that.
we got
a lot of
777s.
yeses.
Yeah.
A lot of 7-7s.
Hidden's in, of course. Hidden likes to come in late.
Hidden likes
win
the-
those big
he likes
prizes
the
at the
big,
end.
He like the big points.
Hidden comes in late at
He
the
likes the
end.
big points.
Exactly. Waits for the
big points.
Waits for the big points.
So, all right. So we're probably gonna do trivia on Thursday. So stay tuned for that.
I gotta work on those questions then.
You do.
I got some work to do.
You do.
Damn.
So the buffet, guys, getting back to the buffet at Wynn,
What
the
buffet?
experience is phenomenal. It's absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely hands down, in our opinion, it was enjoyable. It's it feels like it could be a new buffet experience, you know, especially now. I mean, you have to respect the fact that it's a very touching and a very sensitive time right now when it comes to that. Very sensitive.
Now we loved it, and maybe long term it's not really viable because there's so much more kind of work goes in
Yes.
for the buffet, right? In terms of the service you're provided, but we thought it was a great experience. I know you had people love to look at the food, but for us, it was awesome. The food was great. It was there immediately, so thumbs up, absolutely to the Wynn.
It was
Yeah.
phenomenal. I mean, I totally didn't mind and loved. We loved, like, one thing is we tried not to waste any food. Like, we really do try not to waste food. Like, sometimes the piles get so big, it's either gonna waste it by leaving it on that plate or I'm gonna throw up. So
Yeah.
I eat too much. So
and it's funny because we love the Bacchanal. So the question is now, what's going on with the Bacchanal? What's going on there? I know they're doing some renovations, but when are they going to reopen?
yeah,
So we'll see. Stay tuned.
a lot of stay tuned, y'all.
Exactly. Let's stay tuned. We're excited about it.
We're
now.
really
a lot
excited.
of buffets are going to reopen, and so Bacchanal is obviously a big one.
A big one.
to keep an eye on. So
Absolutely.
What are they going to do? Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm excited for you guys. If you guys have been to the dinner buffet or are going to the dinner buffet, let us know what you thought, because that is definitely
Yes.
something we want to dive into. We would have definitely done the dinner buffet because there's quite
Oh,
a few
a lot
new
of new
options in the
items,
menu.
yes.
But the brunch was really, really good. I'll tell you one thing that we really loved. The sushi was great. Now, what we were told
it
for the
was
sushi
shocking,
menu
yeah.
was they brought in another chef from another restaurant really to kind of help revamp the sushi menu. So whatever they have on that menu, like for instance, the smoked salmon roll, the spicy tuna and tempura shrimp roll is new. So that was phenomenal with the sriracha mayo drizzle and that, it was just the soy sauce. It was just really, really delicious. Dave actually does not eat sushi, but
No, not
he
at all.
tore it
It was
apart.
good, it was good,
He
yeah.
tore it apart.
Right.
So,
I love that loin with the shishito peppers as well. That was really good.
yes. Hello,
So-
Beta. How are you? Wait, thanks for joining us. So
there's a
Julie
question
says,
here.
I would love a turned up world tea. Julie, I
Yes.
know you guys
Where
keep
is
getting
that
on me.
tea?
I know. And let me tell you, we're back here for a little bit. So I'm actually finalizing a couple things as we speak. I've been finalizing them before, but now they're finally final. So I'm
Right.
gonna work on that. I'm gonna get that up there. You guys will start seeing like merch showing up on our YouTube channel, so you can check for the tees. There are gonna be some great slogans. We already have buttons. We have really cool stickers that we have right now as well. I know some of you guys have been asking as well too, when is our Patreon page coming? Because you want to contribute and donate. We really appreciate that. It's coming. It hasn't been our 100% focus because we're really trying to pump out the content. We really enjoy pumping out the content, and we know all that. We'll put that up in a minute. So that is all coming, so stay tuned for that. I'm sorry. Thank you for
Absolutely.
the support. Patience is the virtue.
You're doing a great job.
I'm trying.
I was
We
kind
do
of
it all
I was trying to
ourselves.
grab one of the cats, and they were like, no. They were
I'm
like,
sorry.
I'm out of here.
There's no food for me, so I'm
Yeah,
out of
I
here.
was out of here. But there was a question about, do children are required to wear masks? Actually, the guests are not required to wear masks to enter.
Right, they're not
You
required.
do have to wash your hands
The buffet,
to
you
enter.
mean, right?
Yeah, at the buffet, right? So, I mean, all the staff will have masks on. We had masks on until we got to the table. That's what we do.
Now, I'm not sure if I read this. It might have changed. They might be requiring everyone to wear them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that might be
No,
new.
that's actually not. Sorry, I'm confusing it. No, they're not requiring the guests to wear them. They are asking you to maybe wear them as you walk in or when you get to your table. They were asking folks to do that. They were also asking folks as soon as you walked
You had
in,
to wash
there's
your-
a hand sanitizing
Right.
station on both entrances into the buffet. So they want you to kind of put your sanitize your hands before they walk you to your table. They'll have someone that'll escort you to your table,
Yes.
and they'll sit you down where they feel it's an open space. So they have a counter where everyone is sitting. They know it's every other table. So it's important that they do. You guys are following those instructions.
And we felt super, super comfortable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Really
we
comfortable.
really,
at the
really did.
buffet. We just.
Like
Again,
hands
they just
down,
did a
it was
great
really,
job.
really a great job
Yeah,
in terms of following the
absolutely.
different protocols that they put in place to make sure you feel safe
Yes.
going into a buffet. I mean, it was like, and during one part of the video, if you guys saw, some of you had asked, well, what does it look like up there? Can you walk up there and see where
Right.
the food is at? You can't. There's actually like golden ropes, like golden
Yes, blocking
like
off you
ropes
from the
blocking
food.
off you from the food.
The
If you
golden
check-
ropes.
The golden rope. If you check out the buffet video that we put, I kind of show some clips of that so you can actually see exactly what goes on. The only people allowed back there are the servers giving you the
Yes.
food. The ones that are specifically handling just the food. So the ones that kind of handle the food and bring it to the next person that brings it to your table. So it's like clockwork. It's really like robotic. They have different people in different positions doing different things.
Absolutely.
It's really cool.
Great job.
Yeah. So Rockin says everybody needs to wear a mask all day and night. Woo! Well, as long as you're in the comfort of your own home, you can take that damn mask
Yeah.
off and breathe, because it's hard to breathe in them
Exactly.
things. Hard to
Exactly.
breathe in those. I find it really hard
Yeah.
to breathe in those things.
Oh, I know. We had a question from Kate Warner. Going in a few weeks, nervous about COVID. Do you feel safe in Las Vegas?
So, who's in that question?
This was from, hold on, let me go back up. Kate Warner.
Kate, so I will tell you this. We felt, it's a really interesting question because we felt safe, where we were staying.
Oh, yeah.
Staying at the Wynn Encore, and the reason we chose that one is because we know they were leading the way in terms of safety protocols. They're the ones that came out with the protocols, which we feel a lot of the hotels are trying to replicate. And for us, it was like there's a lot of pressure on them to get it
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So the thermal systems that they had were at, testing everybody's temperature was just kind of the icing on the cake because it was at every entrance point. You couldn't get
Exactly.
inside the building, regardless of what entrance point,
And-
without going through one of those scanners.
And very non-invasive. So you could just walk right through. And normally you just walk right through and just no problem.
No
Sometimes
problem.
it wouldn't maybe pick you up. You had to back up and
Right.
kind of.
But they made
very
sure
good.
there was someone
Yeah.
constantly
They
there
were
making
great.
sure that you were spot on.
And they made you feel safe.
Yes, there were a
right?
couple
So-
times because if you're wearing a hat or you're wearing a mask,
Right.
it can't see your thermal temperature, so they'll ask you to take it off. But they're on it. Every person walking through, there's someone there focusing on that, and it's at every entrance point. So we stayed there because it made us feel safe. I felt like during the day,
Yes.
there were a lot of more people out during the day wearing masks than at night. Now that might also have to do with the fact that there's families out during the day than say at night on the strip. There's a lot more younger folks out there on the strip that don't, feel they need to wear a mask or whatever have you be. But I felt like it was a lot more focused on mask wearing during the day. And I feel like, with things kind of like people being nervous about that right now, that you see more folks. We actually noticed right before we came back, there were more folks
Right.
actually wearing masks than not.
Right, I think because of the spike in cases, right, more folks started wearing masks towards the end, right? So at the beginning, not so much, especially on Fremont Street.
Yes.
Right, in those downtown casinos.
It's a little tighter down there too,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you have a lot of folks, it's about a 30%, of folks not wearing masks down there. So I think it's a
Yes.
very high percentage of folks not wearing masks in certain parts of Vegas. So it's up to you kind of being mindful. We are definitely cautious. Dave is is one also very
Well, I
cautious
tried to
about
steer
positioning.
you kind of through. You're kind of going live, really kind of leading the whole live discussion. I'm trying to kind of steer us.
Yes.
You know,
and
as
we
much
had
the best I
and we
can.
had hand sanitizer. Now the rule for hand sanitizer, if you're flying, you can actually bring a 12-ounce size bottle now of hand sanitizer. So we had like little empty containers that we had filled up with our 12-ounce container, and we had those constantly with us. So every time someone touched something, like a door you have to open up, you can either use their hand sanitizer, spray, or we kind of made sure we didn't touch our eyes, we didn't touch our face. We're constantly spraying our hands down, which was great. You know, I think it's important to be mindful of those things. You can feel certainly safe. I did feel safe.
I did feel, we felt safe, and we're probably more cautious because we're out all the time. Well, every night we're out on the strip, and so we're going to be a little more careful, right? Because it's not like one time we're walking through. We're there all the time going live for 1 or 2 hours a night.
Heck yeah.
Right, and so we want to be careful doing that.
Heck yeah. I'm with Rachel on this one. Rachel says something I kind of like that, so let's take a quick second to acknowledge this. Rachel said, let's get 200 likes before the end of the stream.
Oh,
guys,
we gotta be able to do
I am
that.
loving that from Miss Rachel. Loves
Thank you,
Disney in the house.
Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
Yes.
What's about that time? We got 182. Now it's 178 in here. We got 180. Oh, that might be a tough one. Everybody here might have already liked it, but then there might not.
Come on, no.
Might not.
There's some new folks
There's
in there.
some new folks in here. So
know how
you new
this
folks
works.
that have joined us, thank you so much for joining us. If you can go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Now, I'll tell you one thing. It doesn't require you to spray your hands with hand sanitizer, and you don't have to wear a mask to smash it.
Right.
So go ahead and smash that thumbs up button if you can. We got 184. Can we get to 190? Can we do it? Can we do it?
We can do it. Come on, let's get that through. It's funny. I gotta say this though. Joy says, every time we went out at night, I sang your song, Tanya. The freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at
What about the singing in the farm shops?
Oh man, look at that beatbox.
What are the singing in the farm shops you did?
Oh my gosh, the Ave
Ave
Maria.
Maria?
Well, you know what?
Gotta hand that to Tanya, right? Come on,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thumbs up for that.
Thank you.
That was pretty good.
Little
Pretty
opera,
good, yes.
little opera for you guys. The acoustics felt like it was just like crazy. All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna give you guys a little beatbox. Now you didn't know
Here
I could
we
do a
go,
little
here we
beatbox. You ready? Give me a little beat. Ah.
You don't need no beat. You got the beat.
Oh.
There we go. Well done. I had to stop. I was messing you up. Sorry, guys. Go Tanya, Rachel says. Go Tanya, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh.
Hey,
Can
what
we,
up?
get, can we get a little dap? Can we get a little dap?
Yes.
Turn to the left
Back.
and turn to the right. Here we go, it's baby busting out the side.
There you go. Now you're talking. 80s flashback, Julie says. 80s flashback. That's right. Awesome 80s, baby.
You ain't kidding. That's definitely an 80s flashback.
I was listening to The Cure at that point. Or The
but
Smiths.
I'll tell you though, it's definitely something I'm very hip. I see a lot of like people on YouTube that made like a career, young kids, and I'm like beatboxing. I'm like, it's unreal.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
The talent is sickly good.
Inconceivable.
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 Inconceivable. So
Sorry,
obviously, you guys see, now you see the crazy. We're crazy fun. This is just like this is kind of how we roll.
That is, yes. I think we're missing Vegas. We've been
Yeah.
to Vegas for like almost two weeks now.
Yes.
Back home in Austin, and we are missing Vegas.
We're definitely
Yeah.
missing Vegas, y'all. I mean, Vegas is something that, like, I don't know. You know, when you're sitting home for all this time, especially as travel content creators, and having to sit put, you have to kind of think of ways to be creative. And we know, like, Vegas is one of those places that it just brings out the crazy awesome in us. So we were excited to kind of be back. When we heard the reopening, we definitely wanted to be out there for that for sure. And we're so
Right.
excited that we're seeing Vegas sort of getting back to some sort of normalcy. Now there's still
Absolutely.
there's a long way to go still. And as you can see, things are still
Yeah.
starting to slowly reopen. But that's important. I mean, these are all protocols put in place. We all wish it can be back to normal yesterday, but that's just not the world we live in right now. So we have to respect what's kind of put in place and just deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
And just have fun doing it.
Exactly. And we can't wait until the day we can walk down that strip without the mask on
You ain't
because we're
kidding.
going to the bars and have fun.
Oh
I mean,
my
the
gosh.
lives will be so much more fun, right? But now we're kind of walking out with
Trust
the mask
us.
on. But
We
can
want
still
to
do
take
that.
y'all in to have a couple
Absolutely.
of cocktails.
It's gonna
with
be
us,
awesome.
enjoy it. It's going to be great.
Absolutely.
It's going to be great.
Oh, yo, Tanya's in the house.
Jerry Wilson.
Joy says.
Yo, Tanya's in the house. Can I get a one? Can I get a two?
Here we
Can I
go.
get a 1, 2, 3?
Crazy
go?
fun, Rachel says. Crazy fun. That's right.
Hashtag crazy fun. So really quick before, I wanted to mention to our moderators, if you haven't done so, if we don't have your contact information, let us know. I was
Yes.
actually thinking of doing a moderators only, kind of revamp and talk about some things. So if you have not provided us with your contact information, you can go ahead and go to our website, and there's a section called Connect with Us. You go over there and provide your information. We'll know who you are so we can reach out to you on the private side of things. So anyway, getting back to this buffet. All right, leave him alone.
Oh, I got
You know,
Here we go.
Yvonne, you know he has to do this.
I had to get Brady.
This is his moment.
Yeah, this is Brady. Here we go.
That's Big Boy.
This is Big Boy.
For those of you that don't know, this is Big Boy. This is
There's
Brady.
a lot of weight here.
A lot of
This
weight.
guy.
A lot of
Brady's
weight.
been eating very well.
He
Hey, buddy.
eats very, very well. So that's our other boy right
There
there.
you go. That's Brady.
Right,
Come
Brady.
on, buddy. Brady wants some food and doesn't really like the pizza.
No, he's not a pizza person.
Yeah, not in the pizza.
But Yvonne, I know you like to see the kitties, so there
Yeah,
you
here you
go.
go.
There's the kitties.
There's Brady. Look at the camera. Hey, buddy.
Okay. Brady's like, let me go. Let me go.
Let me see here. I know it's gonna scroll down here.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel says that's awesome. Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate that for sure. I'm gonna reach out to you guys. Yvonne, yep, I got yours for sure. Rockin' Atlanta says cute kitty. Rachel's like, hi, Brady, so pretty. Yes, Brady is an awesome. Let me tell you, he's like
so sweet.
a dog in cat's clothing. He rolls over. He eats like a dog.
Loves
he
to eat.
loves to eat. Loves to play. He's just like, he's like a ball of
A
spitfire.
really sweet kitty.
He's awesome.
Right, and actually Brady had to go through, Brady lost his older sister, right, back in March, but then they got a younger sister from the kennel.
Yes.
Right, and so
Yes.
Brady's adjusting too, right,
Very,
to all this. So.
very, very well.
Yeah.
So Bill Lisa asked a very good question. Says, what was the longest wait time you experienced from ordering your dish
Oh.
to the time it came to the table?
It
None.
was instant.
None.
There was no wait.
Bill,
There was
it,
no
was
wait.
it was surprising, Bill and Lisa.
Yes.
There was no wait time. I mean, let me just tell you this. This is how fast it was.
It was
Okay.
so
Oh wow!
fast.
Thank you for my lobster. This is wonderful, delicious. Excuse me. Can I have another one of those? Oh wow!
Yeah, they were so
Whoa.
fast.
Okay. Thank you. There's my second lobster. I mean,
Well, it's
that's
funny,
how fast it was.
And it's funny too because we were kind of thinking it would take
Speaking of that.
longer. We were thinking it would take longer, and it was so fast. And so we're kind of filming, talking about it. Suddenly, all the food's there, right? But it was great. They really, really focused on quick delivery and did a great job. So that's all we can say.
Oh,
Super
so-
positive.
so-
Someone's eating over there. Are you eating my pizza?
No, I'm
You're eating my pizza.
I took a bite of mine.
Yeah, is that right?
No,
Is that? I gotta play that back.
you can. You know, yeah.
There's some. Oh.
But 0 wait time. And I think that was their whole, I can't say 100%
Yeah.
for sure, but I can say if it were me, that's what I'd be thinking. To really kind of
Right.
make sure the service, there's no wait time. Because at a buffet, when you want more, you just got to get up and go. Get up and get it. So
Right.
it's not really like you have to wait. You're done, you leave, there's empty plates, you sit down, they'll just come back and collect the empty plates.
Right.
You're up at your next round. But they really wanted to make the experience feel like there was 0 wait time.
Right,
And
you
from our
felt-
experience, 0.
You felt as though they were going back. There was a kind of a nice tapas plate. They did a great job of presentation too. The plates were really, really nice. We felt like they went back, grabbed it, brought it to your table. Took no time at all.
None
Really
whatsoever.
good.
And guys, 193. We got. I'm just gonna say this really lightly.
here we go.
We got
Oh my-
7 more to go
Oh, come
for 200.
on.
7 more to go. Thumbs
right?
up. Can y'all smash the hell out
Uh-oh.
of that thumbs up button? What'd you say?
Say what?
Smash the hell out of that thumbs up button. But it was definitely a really, really phenomenal experience. The food was spot on. I'm excited for the dinner. For those of you that are going to the dinner one, you're gonna enjoy the experience. It's just phenomenal. Definitely get the endless pour. I mean, I feel it's worth it. From when
Right.
we had it.
No, it is. If
it's
you want to have some alcohol,
great cocktails
absolutely get it, yeah.
to go with your meal, it's great to do that for sure.
Right.
And here's the trick. Don't load up on any bread products. Try to stay away from the
Save
rice.
that. Right, exactly.
You know, because you get full fast. You
No,
know,
it's true.
We were getting full fast because we had the English muffins, which is the bread from the lobster, eggs Benedict. It was so good. We just like devoured like 4 of those right off the bat.
So good. And I have to say, Joy was there and said, I ordered pancakes and it never actually came until after my meal, and the waitress had to go
Get them. So that was not our experience at all.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously it can change.
I'm sorry for you
Yeah,
for
sorry
that,
about
Joy.
that.
That kind
Yeah.
of stinks. We did not experience that at all. For us, it was really fast service.
It was so fast
Yeah.
across the board.
I think maybe they knew that I would have to give them a knuckle sandwich. So they were afraid to not get my food there fast.
Exactly. I had a question too from Bill and Lisa. How long was your dining experience? Close to
2-hour limit. We spent about 2 hours
We
there.
spent 2 hours
About
there.
2
I
hours,
was
yeah.
stuffed. We were stuffed probably about an hour and a half because they brought, every time we wanted something, we asked for 2 or 3.
Exactly.
Like, we said, there's a sushi. Can we get 2 orders of that? We're like, there's a lobster. We're going to finish that in 2 seconds. So can we get like 4 orders of that? And no joke, there was no argument. None whatsoever. They brought it on over. So we just kind of like, you know, we were basically wrapped up in like an hour and a half. Now, honestly, we probably could have stayed there over 2 hours as we were kind of
Right.
filming some of the
Normally
stuff and
when
people
we're
were still
filming,
there.
We spend like a long time. In
No,
the
but not
buffets,
even just
right?
us. It was like
Oh, yeah,
there were
we could've
people
spent longer.
still there. Like we
Yeah.
were like done after like 2 hours, and there were like people still
Yeah,
there.
still blogging it and all that kind of stuff for sure. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still like sitting there eating their food like 2 hours plus later. So, you know, I guess unless it's like the lines are waiting, obviously they
Yeah.
want to try and maximize that time frame of 2 hours because there's so many people waiting to get in.
Yeah, we
because
felt
it's sold out.
we felt no pressure from a time standpoint, right? We probably could have spent quite a bit longer there, but 2 hours was fine. So yeah.
So Yvonne says, all you can Vegas. Derek went for dinner and had a small wait for some items. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, we had no wait.
We had no wait.
Right now, we were obviously first,
first
at,
up.
the, at the brunch, and
First
so
in.
they were kind of right on
Yeah.
it.
And
So-
you know what? I put it this way: there's probably going to be some mistakes in the beginning because it's
Right.
new. It's a brand
Oh,
new
yeah.
process. Not like they had like months of training for this new process. You know, it's like they're working on it, or like years of training, like a buffet should be. So I think they're working on, you know, those things. We had a really good experience. I can't speak for what some of those folks
Right.
had in terms of wait time. But for us, there was no wait time
Yeah,
at
it was
all.
amazing.
So go to
It was
brunch.
Great. Exactly. Go to brunch.
Go to
Hit
brunch.
The first seating at brunch, go for it.
Or the first, maybe the first at dinner.
Right, exactly. Right, we were there right at it was 11:30, right when it opened up.
Oh yeah.
Right, and so.
So
it was
Amira
great.
says, I'm looking to go to the buffet next week. Excited. Awesome.
Nice.
We're excited for you. Are you going to the dinner buffet? Or are you going to the brunch buffet? The buffets are like, woo,
Yeah, the
wait.
brunch buffet was great. We're excited for the dinner buffet too to try that out. So. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Exactly. I'm like
And I'm really
stoked for that.
And I'm really curious about other buffets as well opening up. You know, they're watching the Wynn, right, and saying, "Darn it, we need to
So
get ourselves
let's
opened
have
up."
a sports book moment, you guys. Here's a sports book moment. Let's take a bet right now. No.
Exactly. Let us know.
Which buffet? I'm curious to see who gets this right. And I'm going to kind of save this for later
Yeah,
for when it
it's a
does.
good idea.
What buffet do you think is going to be the next buffet to open? Because you know, obviously with this new formula in place with the Wynn,
Right.
the buffet at Wynn, you know other hotels like, we got to get started on this. What are we going to do? We got to catch up to this.
There's got to be pressure
There's
on
got to
Bacchanal.
be pressure. So wait,
Wicked
no.
Spoon.
I want to hear their opinion.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
who do you think is going to be the next buffet to open?
Let us know.
I'm curious. Like, what buffet do you think is going to be the next one to open up? Which one? I am curious. Should we take a guess, maybe? Or should we wait for them to answer?
I would normally say Bacchanal, but I know they're doing renovations, right? And so maybe it's Wicked Spoon, right? Who knows? Maybe it's one of the cheaper ones. Maybe it's
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's
Ace.
Ace.
Maybe it's Ace. Maybe it's Feast at Palace Station.
Donna
right?
says
So-
Paris.
Yeah, I can see that. Right, they've reopened. So, I mean, they've got to be following up pretty quickly from the Wynn.
So the Bacchanal, Real says Bellagio.
I can see that, absolutely. That makes sense. Bellagio makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Caesars!
Wow. The Bacchanal,
Bacchanal
Caesars.
Caesars. Now, we know Bacchanal really well, and it's those renovations that makes me wonder if they're going to reopen as quickly as we think.
But you know, the bottom line is if
They're under a lot of
renovations can
pressure.
take a few days with the right team in place.
Right.
Depending on what they do. So I think maybe all the station casinos,
Yeah, we
Kat
got the
says.
station
That's a
casinos,
good one.
that's like
very
the
true.
Feast and all
Wicked
those.
Spoon, agrees with
That's
David.
Ace.
Joy
Yeah.
says Wicked Spoon. So Wicked Spoon, yeah,
Flavors
maybe Flavors and
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Gotta roll that dice.
So Evan's mom says, just want to let you know, you guys rock. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Evan's
Thank you,
mom.
Evan's mom. Appreciate that.
Evan's mom rocks.
Golden Corral. Ram Charger.
Wow,
says.
that's interesting.
Right?
Ram Charger, Golden Corral.
Then we got, of course, Bellagio.
Corral.
Quite a few Bellagios, quite a few Bacchanals.
Yeah.
You got to think Bacchanal is facing some real pressure to reopen now with the Wynn success. I mean, they've done really well.
Yeah, they've done really well. Now,
So-
obviously, let's see what well means. Like, if
Right.
you're hearing some kind of conflict on
Yeah.
some of the opening from dinner, that transition, let's see what happens over
Yeah.
the next week or so. But you definitely know there's pressure on these other buffets to kind of, okay, they were probably waiting to see what happens at this buffet, and because it actually did fairly well
I
for an
know.
opening and sold out, it's definitely, you're right, putting pressure on these other casinos to open up there. So I'm curious
Exactly.
to see what happens there.
And if you watch our videos from before the shutdown, I mean, our favorite was Bacchanal. It was not the Wynn Buffet. Right now, Wynn Buffet did a great job in the reopening. So, but we've always loved Bacchanal, so it's gonna be interesting.
So Amir says,
Yeah.
would you rather brunch or dinner at Wynn? Now, that's an interesting one. So we haven't tried the dinner. I think personally we like more of the dinner menu options. I'd probably do the dinner
Yeah, we
more
would
than the
do
brunch.
dinner. We had a special dinner that night, a reopening, or not a reopening, a grand opening.
grand opening.
Grand opening. And so we were doing that, but I would do dinner, certainly.
Debbie, that is the best answer. Do both.
Yeah, do both. That actually is a great answer.
Amen to that one.
Yeah,
hey,
good answer.
Debbie, you know what I'm
Yeah.
going to say? This is for Debbie.
Well worth it.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. You do both.
It is funny, Yvonne says, if you want fried chicken, do the brunch, because they don't serve it at dinner.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And,
if
we
you
heard
want-
that as well.
If you want,
and that's damn good fried chicken.
but if you want steak and lobster, do the dinner because they don't have that at brunch.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you got to do both.
You gotta do both.
Maybe different
And
days.
let's face it, guys, honestly, you guys know Las Vegas is crazy expensive. So for the price of the buffet, both buffets, that's like one dinner at
Oh yeah, at any of the
Mayfair,
restaurants,
like Mayfair
Costa de
Supper Club,
Mare,
Costa de
Mayfair,
Mare.
Ilia.
It's like one dinner at those
Oh, yeah.
restaurants. You could have the buffet and have all you can eat plus drinks for less than what you pay at like
No, it's true.
those restaurants.
Yeah,
So
look
try
at those.
both.
Look at those receipts, like whether it's Costa de Mare,
Woo.
the Mayfair, or Ilios.
Yeah.
Go for the buffet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's great quality. Really good stuff.
Fanta, welcome. She says, I'm new. Well,
Hey.
welcome. Good to
Hey,
see
Fanta.
you. Welcome,
Thanks for
welcome.
joining.
Thank you for joining.
Oh,
Yes, smart
and
move.
Mara
Do
says,
it.
Do brunch a day and dinner at night.
Yes.
We would have done that.
Yeah, we would have
If we
done
had
that.
a little bit more time.
We were definitely talking about
Yeah.
that before. We're
Yes.
like, maybe we should. We were thinking about doing both and then maybe bumping the reservation.
We were trying to move our flight, but we just couldn't quite make that happen.
No, we
so.
couldn't make it happen.
Yeah.
So, then Lisa going back to Vegas next week.
Next week, ooh, we are jealous.
Woo! Ben and Lisa into his house. Now they're gonna put it down with some good food.
Absolutely.
We just might see you there.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Exactly. We go about every other week.
Does the Wynn Buffet have crab rangoon? I don't think so. I didn't see it on the menu. They might.
Not for the brunch.
Not for the brunch.
They may have it for dinner. Not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Good
not the
question.
brunch for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Bacchanal is doing renovations, and so.
Talisa says, I'm new here too. It seems Bacchanal's having renovations or something.
And we've been talking to Bacchanal. We know some of the folks over there, and they've been doing renovations. You know, we love that place, and so it's definitely something we're looking out for. We're excited
Yes.
for the reopen, but they are doing some renovations.
Uh-oh. Rachel pointed out something for us.
What do we got?
It looks like we hit 200,000!
200! All right. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you guys so much for that. That's awesome. So if you guys have any questions, keep going
They're
with the
just flying
questions.
through. So Donna asked, how is Mccarran Airport dealing with COVID safety standards?
Interesting. I
Right.
can't, they're very cautious about
Yeah.
mask wearing, but actually it's interesting. We rented the car in Vegas and they kind of limit the folks on the bus.
Right to 10.
So you
Not
basically,
that,
obviously, if you've ever been to Mccarran Airport and you're renting a car, you have to take a shuttle bus from the airport
Yes.
to the different places for rental cars. But they limit it to 10 people, I believe, per bus.
Right.
And they want to space you out. And they also try to make sure that there's one person handling your bags if you're not handling them yourself.
Right.
But I always say bring your spray.
And it's funny, we normally would do an Uber or Lyft and not rent a car, but because of free parking and this whole COVID thing, we thought, hey, let's rent a car this week.
It makes
Right,
it.
so,
Now
yeah.
let me explain that to you. It makes sense because Ubers are pretty expensive in Vegas.
Right.
And I think if you're going to Uber around everywhere, you know, obviously it depends on what you're doing. If you're going to be drinking a lot and having fun, just kind of like, you know, for us it's very different because we're also filming. But if you're going to go there and you're getting like these endless pour packages from all over the place, you're going to want to
Exactly.
Uber. So it doesn't make
And
sense.
we like those endless pour
And
packages.
it doesn't make sense to rent a car. But one thing I noticed about the Uber drivers, for instance, the Uber drivers, if you're getting a scheduled Uber, on the bottom, it'll say in your app now that Uber driver that you're just picking up says that they're wearing a mask. So you can kind of enforce that. If they kind of show up there and they're not wearing a mask and you don't feel comfortable, you can say, it says here you're wearing a mask. 9 times out of 10 they'll put it on.
No, it's true. And it's funny because every time we've seen I'm wearing a mask, they show up and maybe 50% of the time they have the mask on. We'll ask them, hey, could you wear the mask? And they'll do that. We have a question from Talisa. I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. Any tips to have the least wait time for the Wynn buffet? Are there reservations?
They're only reservations.
That's all it is. You gotta
that's
make
all it is.
reservations.
Talisa,
Yeah.
so if you're going tomorrow, I would almost get on the phone right now with concierge, or I'd go on to the Wynn
website.
And under their buffet schedule and make a reservation. They may even be booked. We know that they're booked up pretty fast.
And during
those
the
few
week,
days.
maybe you're in better luck.
Right. During the
So-
week, you may have a better shot than say the weekend. So
Yeah.
I would go onto the website right after this and definitely see if you can make that reservation following this. And maybe what we'll do is if anyone's watching this afterwards and appreciates that question, we'll put the link to the reservation below.
Right.
We really enjoyed the buffet, both the brunch.
Well worth it.
We love the menu on the dinner. We didn't get to experience that, but maybe one day we will.
We will soon.
Absolutely.
And actually, if you go right to the Wynn Las Vegas, the buffet website, you can reserve a table. So I'm actually on there now. So take a look at that. You can go right there right now and do it.
Yep,
Reserve
you can
it,
go
so.
there and reserve that table. So I would recommend reserving that. It doesn't cost you anything to reserve it. And you
No,
can probably
not at
always
all.
cancel, but get that thing locked in place because
Do
you
it
never
up.
know if you're going there. You're gonna have a great time. I mean, you're definitely gonna have a wonderful experience. The food was great. I don't think anybody, even if they had to wait like a second or two, can knock that. Now here's one thing I want to say about the waiting. I felt like, here's the biggest thing. Even if you wait like a minute or two, what's the big deal? Because when you're going up to get more, like for me, I love the crab legs. And I go up to the crab leg line, and there's a line this long just to get the crab. I remember at the Wynn buffet, they're known for those crab legs. You know, I love my crab legs.
Yeah.
So when you get up to go get your crab
What do you
legs,
love? What do you love?
those crab legs.
You love it with the crab legs?
Love those crab legs. Love those crab legs.
Yeah.
So you have to wait in line, like the tacos. We love the
tacos
tacos.
took a long
It took
time.
a long
I
time.
wanted more time
so
on
you
our
think
2
the
hours.
buffet? You're sitting at the table waiting a few minutes for your order you just placed. Well, keep in mind the buffets how it used to be at the Wynn. If it's a busy night, you're gonna wait in line anyway. You're gonna go
Exactly.
up from
No,
your
you're
seat
right.
and walk, and you're
And
gonna
it was-
wait
it was
before you get that
crazy.
taco, and you only got 2 hours. So
It
if
was
it's
crazy with the
it was
crab
crazy.
legs. Yeah.
It was
exactly.
crazy. So if you have to wait a few minutes for them to deliver your food, it's not going to be perfect, but you better believe it's still probably the same amount of time you'd wait, maybe less, than having to stand in line to get those crab legs of them tacos.
Exactly.
Or that brisket.
Exactly.
Or that pork.
We have a question
Good
here.
stuff.
Another question from the best there is it still busy in Vegas due to COVID and are masks mandatory?
So we've answered this before, so no, masks are not mandatory.
Only
Now,
for the employees.
Only for the employees.
Right. And also for guests who are playing at tables in the casino that don't have the dividers, right? They have to actually have masks
Right,
on.
they're
for
kind of,
that.
or
Yeah.
you can't play at those tables.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's changed.
new.
That's
That's
new, because
new,
that
yeah.
was not, during the reopening, that was not the case. It was
Exactly.
basically, they highly recommended it, but they weren't enforcing you have to wear your
Right.
mask. But I think as time went on, over the several weeks, they kind of enforced, if you're going to play at the tables, especially the ones that don't have barriers, you have to wear a mask, which I think is smart. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I know there's all kind of misconception in terms of wearing a mask. I do feel if everybody wears them, it helps.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Question, would you guys recommend this is from Donna. Would you guys recommend Mon Amigabi now? I've always loved that place.
it's a great spot. Now, obviously, it sits lower.
It is lower
It's
on the strip,
It's a
yeah.
great view across the street. You got the lovely sights, but it also sits close to the strip.
Right, so a lot of folks walking
there's a
back
lot
and
of folks
forth.
walking
Yeah.
back and forth. Now, the actual restaurant itself, there is great separation
You can
of
go
space.
back if you want,
And you
yeah.
can go back, if you want. But you are, if you're going to sit out by like the railing, which is probably one of the best spots in the house.
Oh,
in
it's
our opinion.
amazing. Beautiful spot.
Beautiful spot. It definitely does draw a little reservation for us anyway, because you have a lot of folks walking back and forth and not wearing masks, as well. And you're just, it's kind of seated at your own risk if you want to sit out there, but by that balcony. But there are other seats and sections that you can sit into that are spaced apart.
Now,
So-
we actually enjoyed Beer Park, and we were obviously very,
Beer
very
Park is a
different.
great
Yeah,
one.
basically fish and chips and beer.
Now that's
right? Which was-
and if you don't know, that's Paris. So
yeah, exactly.
it's really great because
And
you sit high up,
Yeah,
right?
they're great spacing there, amazing view, and also the staff did a great job. The host was awesome; he was so good. So we had a great experience at Bear Park. Go check that out. Well worth it. Again, not as say gourmet as some of the other spots, but Beer Park for us was amazing.
Yeah, so Rachel's grabbing some snacks. You grab some snacks, Rachel. Rachel, get us some of those snacks as well. Thank you. We're kind of hungry. I could use another slice of pizza at some point. So Debbie says definitely wear a mask in Florida. Yeah, Dave is right. So Beer Park is definitely a great spot. They have a lot of, if you like beer, I know Bill and Lisa love beer. So they probably love,
They just love that.
Beer
right?
Park.
Yes.
But it's a great spot to go to where it's like, you're sitting way above. You got the Bellagio fountain show right across the way. You're enjoying it from a distance. You're sitting outside. As a matter of fact, the tables
so
are really
good.
spaced apart. And we ended up sharing, because the portion sizes can be pretty big
Yeah.
there. We shared like a fish and chips, and it was like heaven.
It was so good. And we had a great Bellagio show going on at the time, so it was just a perfect spot to be for that.
Great spot to be.
Yeah.
They're not that busy, but you might want to make a reservation because they can get busy.
Right,
Is
exactly.
that a coyote?
I'm hearing something. We have coyotes out here, guys, in
Lots
Austin.
of coyotes
so
here.
I think so. I think we're hearing that.
So Joy says we made reservations for our anniversary in July at
At
Mona
Mona, yeah.
Magabi.
That's a great
awesome.
spot.
That's a great
That's
spot.
great. You'll have a wonderful time.
You're gonna have a great time. Like if you're going for dinner, definitely I would say, Joy, don't sit on the very edge unless you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, no, probably fine.
It's probably
too.
fine.
You get the
You're
airflow and all that.
outside,
We're a little
so
cautious. Yeah.
we're a little more cautious. But that's just us. But if you want to enjoy it, you're gonna enjoy it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you got some great scenes across the street as well. So
We have a
good
question
sights.
from Oscar. Any other resort that's taking as much precaution as the Wynn? Looking at booking a suite to get the private check-in and suite pool. Worth it? Question. So.
That's a great question. We went to visit quite a few of these
Right.
hotels that are open, and I felt like no.
Yeah, we feel as though the Wynn is kind of just ahead of the pack.
Yeah, I think
that's
they're-
our feeling.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's our feeling. That might be a different experience for other folks. Now, one of the things we respected from them is they had the thermal scanning at every entrance point. That was not the case at any of the other ones I've
Yeah.
seen.
And it
I don't
just-
think like the Bellagio or the other ones didn't have. We walked in there from
Right.
the self parking lot without having
No.
to be zapped by those scanners.
No, and I also feel that some places it's a little bit lip service, right? Especially when you get off the strip, a little bit in terms of the precautions. Where there's the Wynn, those folks are trained. They're under a lot of pressure. The employees there, really hats off to them. They've done a lot of training, and it shows.
Yes.
I think they've done a great job. So.
What's up, Nathan in the house? Thank you for joining us. What's up? What's
All right.
up? Yes. So if you guys are going to Las Vegas over the next couple of weeks, it's going to be an exciting time because there's a lot of things opening
Yeah.
up. There's things changing on a daily basis. There's hotels opening up, which means there's going to be more people.
There's a lot of starting July. Beginning of July is going to be a lot. Actually, the 25th of June too. You got
Yeah,
some
Luxor.
openings. Exactly, open up then, and then you got Aria. I think July 1.
July
right?
1, the first
right.
July.
So, and a bunch of the Mandalay Bay.
Four Seasons.
It's really exactly. It's picking up. It's picking up.
Yeah, they're coming, guys.
Yeah.
They're definitely starting to kind of kick things back to some sort of normalcy there. Now, you just want to be cautious. Now, I know we had questions too about the protesters.
Right.
And we were out there. We saw numerous protesters.
Yeah.
And if you're concerned about that, I wouldn't say don't be. And
Yeah, when we were there, they were peaceful.
Exactly.
And they weren't huge. It wasn't really
it wasn't
huge
like
group.
massive groups, but
Right.
they were
Yeah.
out there voicing, doing their thing and voicing their opinions and things. But it was fine. It wasn't like distracting at all. in
Yeah,
our
no, not
opinion,
at all.
anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I will say this. It was interesting, there's this one point, kind of a lookout point out by
one of our favorite spots.
Yes, out by Caesar's Palace. Lookout point where the little fountain meets the Las Vegas Boulevard. And it was interesting to see Bally's quiet. It was dark. Planet Hollywood is still dark.
And Paris was dark for
Paris
most
was
of the time
dark for
we were
most of
there.
the time we were
But,
there.
yeah.
Bally's is still dark. But you're starting to see some lights and some love and some things starting to show up in Las Vegas. And we feel like it's great time if you're going there in July to be there. Things are still kicking off. One thing I would say about the Wynn too, guys, is that I think they were the only ones to do this, but they tested every one of their employees before they can come back to work. And according to a couple of staff members we spoke to as well there, if by chance one of them gets tested and does not, they immediately remove them from the grounds and they still pay them.
Yes.
They still pay them. And I know in particular someone actually, there's several folks that work there that actually their spouses or girlfriends work there as well. And if one person gets sick, they send them both home.
Right, except for 14 days.
And for 14 days,
exactly.
and they'll pay them during those 14 days to make sure everything's kind of clear before coming back. So they really kind of are strategically thinking about things ahead of time just to make sure you are safe. And even the check-in process was really smooth. We watched how the folks at the counter really kind of after each customer, which made it feel like, oh my God, this is taking a long time for us to check in. But the respect of what they have to do says, you know what, I'd rather wait the extra 15 minutes before I'm called just because of the safety protocols. As soon as one customer is done, they have a regimen. They're wiping down the machines. They're wiping down the tables. They're wiping down the credit card machines. They're wiping down the pins. It's just unbelievable.
And also at the pool.
Yes.
Right, when someone would get up off their lounge chair, they'd go over there, the employees would go over there and actually spray down the lounge chairs.
Yes.
And they wouldn't just wipe it, they'd spray
They
it
would
down.
spray them.
And they would actually time it.
Yes.
You look at them, look at their clock and
Between-
actually time how long they'd wait and let
Yes,
that
and we
that
had-
alcohol kind of go in there and actually kill anything that might be there.
And so we asked them, we said,
So
how
good.
long is the wait time? He said between 3 and 5 minutes. So every time someone got up from one of those lounge chairs, we watched them. Someone came over, like clockwork, as if they're hiring someone to stay there and watch
Yeah,
people
very
get up.
impressive.
Someone else came over with like the bottle of sanitizer and kind of went to town, wiping things down, wearing a mask, and counted and waited before they would allow someone else to sit on that chair. So it was like really, really meticulous. Now, obviously, it's outdoors as well, and we know heat is a big factor
Right,
with this.
the sun.
And it's 102 degrees some days. So you know you're a little bit less at risk at that temperature, but it was really great to see them really focus on that strategy of making sure
it's
you
funny,
feel safe.
you know, if we were, say, coming from Fremont Street or the Strip, going back to the Encore, it was kind of like that safe zone right after it. It just felt that way. We have a question from Rachel Loves Disney. What was Hell's Kitchen like? And of course, we went back to Hell's Kitchen right after the reopening to check it out. Right?
So we did a video, guys, if you're interested in that as well. We did the Hell's Kitchen, kind of the reopening and the process. So definitely go check that out. But I'll give you a quick kind of synopsis. It was phenomenal. I mean,
we loved it.
You don't have to, the moment you walk up, and you have to, that's another place that you have to make a reservation.
Yes.
You can't
Dinner
just walk
only.
in. And
Dinner
it's only
only,
dinner
yeah.
from 5 to like 10:30. At 5 p.m. to 10:30, I believe you have to make a reservation only. And they get booked up. So make that reservation. But basically, when you show up for your reservation, you don't even touch the door. There's one person specifically hired to
Open
work
the door. Yes.
So the moment they see you coming, they have their little, their iPad where reservation information is placed.
Yeah.
They open up the door and they ask you when you come in, there's a hand sanitizer station. The next person comes up to you with a QR code and says, zap this for the menu. You head up to the next station where there's someone else that takes you to the table, which are spaced apart. Actually, they removed a lot of those tables in there. So really, really kind of like meticulous in terms of that as well. The menu options were great. We actually sat similarly to where we sat the
almost a
last
similar
time.
spot.
Beautiful spot. You want a good spot to sit? Sit towards the back where the glass is so you
window.
can actually see the Caesar fountain.
Over
Amazing.
those fountains, absolutely beautiful.
And the Strip.
And the general manager was so great. We actually got the complimentary sticky toffee pudding there.
That is
which
one of the
was
best
always a
desserts
highlight.
ever.
Yes, amazing. We had a wonderful time. You felt really safe. They were really on it. Great job at Hell's Kitchen. So well worth it. Highly recommend that.
Yvonne comes up with this and says, check Bally's and Rio too and got the same thing. July 2nd.
July
rooms available.
2nd, coming on.
Nice. I almost
A lot
think-
coming-
You know
lot
what's
coming
funny?
July.
I think what they're
Yes.
maybe they're trying to do is, let me know, guys, and we've been trying to research this. I am certain they're going to do this, but do you guys think that they're going to have like fireworks for the 4th of July? Maybe that's why a lot of these places are opening up because they're trying to get like the fireworks
Can I
in
answer
place.
that?
Yeah.
They are definitely having fireworks. There's no question having fireworks. I mean, come on, this is Vegas. They're reopening. It's open. High five. Give me a high five. No, we can't talk. Oh, here we go. No, I mean, come on. They gotta have fireworks.
Do they?
Absolutely.
And why do you say that?
Because it's Vegas, baby. Viva Las Vegas. Yes. I'm sticking with it. Sticking
So
to
Donna
it.
says, I loved your video from Hell's Kitchen. It brought back a lot of memories. Oh, well, thanks, Donna. We really had a lot of fun. Actually, both times. Actually,
Yeah, we
the
had a great time the first time.
first time we went, we actually tried their premier menu, which is kind of like all the best things on the
Yes.
menu, paired with wine, which
And
is
it
a
was
crazy,
not
crazy
cheap.
expensive night. But at
Yes.
the same time, we got to try each dish and review some of Gordon's top picks.
Yes.
So if you're interested in checking out that video, check it out. Some of those same items are on the menu this reopening, but you'll get a good sense in terms of what wines you can pair with what if you're interested in going, for sure. So David T, another Dave in the house. David T says, good evening, turn it up world.
David, all
Hello. Thank you for joining, David T.
And Evan's mom says Red Rock is going to have fireworks.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And a lot of folks think they're going to have fireworks too.
That's awesome.
I'd be shocked if they didn't.
Yeah.
Now we know Fremont Street will have them up on the screen. Right, the video fireworks, like they did
Yes.
for the opening.
The canopy,
Yes.
the newly revised high definition canopy, which was pretty awesome, by the way.
It was cool.
because
It was exciting.
It felt like New Year's on
Yes.
12/01. We got there actually the 3rd of June, right before the kickoff of the 4th. And the 3rd of June downtown, Fremont Street, the D, Golden Nugget, and some other places down
Yeah.
there were kind of reopening their doors at 12:01 a.m. on the 4th. So it was exciting, and it felt like New Year's because there was a
Yes.
countdown clock. The canopy was lit up with fireworks. People were cheering.
People were
it was
excited.
Just, it was excited.
It was great
very
being
exciting.
there. It was great
It was
being
really
there.
exciting.
Yes. Oh,
Virtual fireworks.
Amara says, nice, I want to go to Texas. Amara, I don't know where we live. And,
Austin, Texas, baby. Austin, Texas.
Amara says, nice, I want to go to Texas badly. Great state, we love Texas. Great state. Well worth
Austin,
visiting.
Texas, baby.
Yes.
Austin, Texas. Yeah, so I think you guys are going to have a wonderful time. If you're going to Vegas over the next several months, I know a lot of you are. It's a good point for me to mention as well, if you're not a part of our group for the love of Vegas, a lot of good information, a lot of knowledgeable folks about Vegas, great tips and advice, fun photos of people's trips. If you want to join that group, you go ahead. It's called For the Love of Las Vegas over on Facebook. Now, I say this every time because we do get some new folks in here, but the only way you can get into that private Facebook group is by answering. There's like 5 or 6 questions, very easy questions.
Answer those questions, and it's a rapidly growing community too, right?
Exactly.
So it's really growing quickly. I really appreciate all the love going in there.
Yes,
So it's great.
and it's
So-
for the love of Las Vegas, which means we
Absolutely.
try to keep it positive. We try to keep everything on a positive note for Vegas. Good information, places to stay, great tips for food, great restaurants, recent experiences, things like that. So definitely check that out if you're interested in joining that group. We put a lot of fun stuff in there. We keep you guys up to date with some of the things that we're doing as well in terms of some of the Vegas videos, some of the in the now things that we've been doing. So we have some really fun videos coming up too from our trip. Elio's is coming up on Wednesday. So if you guys are interested in seeing what Elio is all about, definitely
Yeah, we
check
have
it
a-
out,
we
which is
have
the
a
first
lot-
Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
in
we
the
have a
Wynn.
lot of videos coming up on Vegas, so
Super
at
excited.
some point we're gonna get to the our van life.
Yes.
Right, we actually did a van life right before the reopening.
Yes.
Which we have all just kind of ready to go, but we're focused
Thank
on,
you.
of course, the reopening.
Yes,
so.
thank you, Kat. So Kat actually put the link in the room there. If
Oh,
you guys
thank
are
you.
enjoying that
Thanks,
group,
Kat.
thank you, Kat, for sure. Yeah, so we are coming up now on about 2-hour mark. So it's been a really great time. We may stay on for a little bit longer. If you guys are comfortable and want to stay on a little bit longer, we want to kind of maybe rummage through a little bit more of our experience with the reopening, and maybe hear about some of the plans you guys have. I'd be curious
Yeah,
to
let
hear
us know.
what's your favorite hotel and resort to stay at in Las Vegas and why? Because
Yeah, let us know.
there's
For us,
so
it's
much.
changing.
It's
changed.
changing.
From this whole thing, it's really changed,
Yes.
right? So
Yes, we loved like the Venetian.
We're like
we had a
Bellagio,
Bellagio,
Venetian,
the
now it's like-
Venetian.
now we're thinking maybe the
and now
Wynn,
it's
right?
like
Yeah.
the Wynn is kind of like
I know.
tugged at our heartstrings for what they were doing with their employees and what they've been doing in terms of like really trying to reopen Las Vegas safely and really trying to hone in on that. So it's really interesting to see that for sure. So I'd really, really appreciate hearing you guys' thoughts in terms of what is your favorite hotel and why?
Exactly.
I'm curious.
And Amber actually wants to check out Austin, Texas. She and her husband want to check out Austin, Texas at some point. And we love Austin.
So yeah,
it's our home.
So let me just tell you, Amira, if you
Amira,
want
yeah.
to see some things to do in not Las Vegas, if you want to see some things to do here in Austin, Texas, we have a playlist here. some things to do, from like secret bars you want to check out,
Yes.
some great burger spots, ramen spots, places to hang out, great sights to see. We have a great playlist here on YouTube if you want to check that out for sure. And speaking of which, today we actually it was really
Yes,
exciting. We got
yes.
up really, really early today, crack of dawn early, because we had a commercial shoot for a local company here that was shooting a commercial for their business. They reached out to us and asked if we'd be a part of that. So if we get the clips of that when it's all done, we'll share that
We'll
with
let
you
you know.
guys. But so excited. It was so much fun.
It was fun,
It was
yeah.
so much fun. I got good exercise in for
It was,
once.
It was
I got,
7 a.m. shoot time, right? So we made it. We made it.
We
Which
did.
was good.
We did.
And that's not awesome. That's not Vegas time.
No, not at all. So salty chips is in the house. By the way, I love some guacamole with some salty chips.
Yeah.
That's my thing
So
right
you got a
there.
question. This
Going
is-
to buffet this Saturday.
Nice.
The salty chips.
Got a question.
That's
for-
awesome. Wait, real quick. Are you going to the dinner buffet or are you going to the brunch buffet?
Yeah,
What's the
let us
question?
know. Good question from Jose Martinez. I gotta ask this to you. Do you guys think I'll have a good time in Vegas in mid-July? What kind of question? is
Wait,
that?
hold on a second. Here is your answer to that. Heck
Absolutely. Of
yes!
course you will.
Heck yes!
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know what? Vegas is only as fun as you make it. There's just so much to see and do in Las Vegas. You can't see it all. Although you can see it all. I mean, if you have a strong will, a strong stomach, you can drink heavily and still be on 2 feet.
Well, yeah, if you don't want to walk, you can actually drive this trip now too with all the free parking.
That's a
right?
good
And
point.
there's actually not too much traffic at the moment, so you can kind of hit all the casinos up.
Casino
and
hop.
Do casino hopping.
Casino hopping.
Absolutely.
We really
Find that
enjoyed
lucky casino.
We really enjoyed, guys. You know, there's some nights we figured we're gonna go out and we're gonna have like some cocktails and dinner, things like that. So we'll try to make sure we do more of an Uber style. But for the most part, we rented a car, which was
Yeah.
more cost effective for us because as much as we were out, and all the parking on the strip was basically free. All the major hotels, casinos that were open had free parking. So it was like we parked at the Bellagio, we walked around, we parked at
Right.
Cosmopolitan,
New
we
York,
walked around,
yeah.
we parked at New York,
Yeah.
walked over to like the MGM and all the different spots there for sure. And here, I have a question for you guys. Another question.
Uh-oh.
In-N-Out Burger, Shake Shack, go.
Exactly. You let us know. And actually, I got to say this too. Salty Chip says dinner and 11:45 the following Tuesday. So it looks as though Salty's doing both dinner and brunch.
That is awesome.
Nice.
That's
Very
awesome.
Jealous about that.
Very
Yeah.
good choices to try
Yeah.
both. Because you know what, honestly, you should do them both. I mean, it's still much cheaper than eating dinner at a restaurant on the strip. A lot of them are really expensive. Or even brunch. I mean, you can eat. We ate so much that
I know. We
it's
had
like
so
crazy.
much. Exactly.
We could have had like 10 buffets for Ilya.
Okay, here we go. So KD says In-N-Out. Let us know In-N-Out or Shake Shack, everyone. New York or California?
Rachel has never had Shake Shack.
No,
In-N-Out
Shake Shack.
Burger. In-N-Out, In-N-Out,
In-N-Out, both. Trisha says both. I like that answer.
Yes.
Good answer.
Yes.
In-N-Out always kills it though. Our experience, In-N-Out crushes Shake Shack in these types of surveys.
Well, you know what, too? Shake Shack's much more affordable than In-N-Out.
In-N-Out is more affordable.
I mean, In-N-Out's
Exactly,
more affordable than
exactly.
Shake Shack. And
Right,
the
that's
burgers
true.
are, in my opinion, I like Shake Shack, but I feel like the burgers are like a fraction of the size
Yeah.
and double the price.
Yeah, I like them. Now, Jose likes Shake Shack more. One of the few here. Oh, funny. Anthony says Whataburger. Texas in the house, baby. Here we go.
What a burger should be.
Yeah, we actually like
Whataburger.
we actually like P. Terry's.
We like
More of an
Terry's.
Austin.
We haven't had Whataburger yet.
Yeah, well, we did.
Oh,
we
right.
Did.
The
Oh,
first
we went
time.
Whataburger.
Driving to San Antonio.
Yeah, but once we had P. Terry's, we kind of stuck with it. And now it's like P. Terry's In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
P. Terry's.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Well, In-N-Out definitely has a lot bigger, thicker patties than P. Terry's.
Exactly.
A little thicker.
Jose
so George
says-
In-N-Out.
Jose-
Sylvia says Shake Shack.
In-N-Out. Jose says Shake Shack has a great bun. Great bun.
They do.
Right?
They
yeah.
do. And a great shroom burger.
Yeah, that's
That
a good.
shroom
Yeah, you like
burger.
that shroom
And their
burger.
milkshakes are awesome.
Yeah, but you like those In-N-Out shakes too,
I do.
though.
You know what it is? They both use real ice cream.
Right?
So you can't go wrong with that. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like real ice cream.
Oh, and Trisha says maybe a Wahlburger. I bet you the Wahlburger's damn good.
I haven't had that. I've had the Wahlburger breakfast.
Yeah, we had-
early morning at the airport.
Yeah, at the airports, we do Wahlburger at the airport when we're coming out of Boston.
Because
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy in Boston.
Yes.
In terms of like the restaurant itself, the Wahlburgers is always a line in Boston.
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
So Donna says, if Canadians can eventually be allowed to go back to the U.S., I want to stay at Paris again. Vegas to me is a fantasy world, and we all need that. A little break from reality. Amen to that.
It's just
Well
like,
said,
you
yeah.
know what? It's well said, and it's just like an adult Disney World. And I feel like
Yes,
there's like a
that's
similarity.
true.
We have a lot of folks in here that love Disney as much as Las Vegas because it's just this. It's two different worlds, but it's like a different world of happiness and joy. You have adult Disney, and you have you have Disney.
You have Sin City.
You have Sin City, and you have.
Yeah, I agree with you. Though.
Yeah.
There is definitely some similarity there.
Yeah.
So.
We can't wait. Totally cannot wait for like the reopening of Disney. We've been kind of watchfully watching
Yeah,
it as
we'll
well.
see. Fingers
But
crossed
it's,
on that
it's
one.
fingers crossed. I mean, it's a tough one. It's a reservation system, first come, first
so we'll
serve.
see.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm excited
And we're
about that.
certainly more Vegas than Disney at this point, for certainly. So.
Yes. So, guys, we have been on for quite some time. We want to say, wow, this has been a really, really great
it's been
chat.
fun.
Just want to show you guys one more time the awesome momentums. We were the first, just so you know, we were the first, and it's kind of exciting, the first to be welcomed into the gates
Yes.
of the buffet at the Wynn. This is the very first QR code system on a glass, sort of like plexiglass and gold
Exactly.
plated, which is the menu here. The
Collector's item. There it is.
collector's item. And we have the video to prove it.
Exactly.
And the menu, of course, the paper menu. Lots of good stuff on this brunch menu. Making me hungry. I actually want a
Absolutely.
strawberry short. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys about the dessert
Oh,
really
that's
quick.
true. Yeah.
It has to be one of the best desserts I've ever had in terms of strawberry shortcake. A wicked strawberry shortcake. It is
Yeah, you
so
would love that,
delicious.
yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing. And those baked clams,
Damn.
the baked oysters.
Those were good.
Those
yeah,
were
baked
good.
oysters. Yeah.
The baked oysters were to
yeah.
die
It's
for.
funny. You think they're actually baked clams, but no, they're baked oysters.
No, they're baked oysters.
Yeah.
They were baked oysters. They were so if you like oysters, they redeemed themselves with me because the oysters
yeah.
I had the first time were not. I love oysters. Now, you know, we were back in Boston. We did a really cool video at
Oh yeah,
Neptune
Neptune
Oysters.
Oyster.
Phenomenal
North End,
spot.
North End, Boston. Amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Amazing fresh catch oysters. Just boom,
Boom.
boom.
So good.
So good. They were not so good at the Wynn that
No.
night. They actually.
What did you say? You said it tasted like what?
It just tasted like it smelled like ass. Aspirin.
Put them out.
But it was not that great, but they redeemed themselves. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was like a oyster. They had basically like pimento, cheese, and it almost had like spices on there.
It was
and
really
And
good.
panko, some
Yes,
breaded
the
panko
panko
in
bread,
there.
yeah.
Warm to perfection. So delicious, so flavorful. Highly recommended. We actually ordered, they come two to a plate. I think I've ordered like 4 plates at one time.
Yeah, just keep them coming. Keep
had
them
'em
coming.
coming. So
And what
4
about-
plates.
Back to the dessert. What do you think about
The
that?
shortcake was delicious.
Right.
The
Next-
strawberry shortcake was phenomenal.
Joy actually had the carrot cake. It said carrot cake was really good.
Ooh, I love carrot cake.
You would love that.
I love a little heated
gotta
carrot
try that,
cake.
yeah.
The perfect frosting, a little bit of scoop of ice cream on the side. So delicious. And other Joy says, I love thank you, Joy. I love Turning Up World. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. So Tony says, you two are so sweet. I love the way you travel. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for that. That's wonderful. Look at Trisha with all the
Yeah.
different options.
Yeah, you're a master of those damn emojis.
She's got like the emojis.
I'm lucky if I
Bam.
find one. Put on there. Yeah, how many of those? And then real Justin Ray says the Neil poem was awesome. We agree.
We agree.
That was awesome. Neil.
Thank you, Neil. You guys
Neil,
rock.
Thank you so much. Really, really good.
So guys, it's been a little while now, about 2 hours on here. We want to thank you guys so much for spending your Monday night with us here. We do lives here every Monday.
Coming back
We're actually
Thursday,
coming back
too.
on Thursday
Yeah.
for some trivia.
Trivia
So
Thursday,
get
guys.
your
Get
Las
ready.
Vegas trivia up because it's going to be on. There's some real
It's gonna
contenders.
be a battle. It's gonna be a battle this time.
Yes, and there are some real contenders with this Las Vegas trivia. Now, we think we might maybe do movie trivia. We'll see. We might do pictures, if you can
Yeah.
guess the movie.
If you know Vegas, you got to come on and put it
Come
to the
strong.
test. Let us know.
Come on and come strong,
Exactly.
for sure. So we're really, really excited about that as well. We have some really fun content coming up. We do post videos every week, twice a week, sometimes 3, depending on our schedule. So stay tuned. We have a new one coming out Wednesday if you guys are interested in Elio. If you want to join our
Yes.
group, once again, in the chat room, our moderators will put the link to our channel for the Facebook group for
Yes.
the Love of Las Vegas. Join that, answer the 5 questions, and you're in. You don't answer the 5 questions, and you're not in. So
Absolutely.
answer those 5 questions. So we want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining us tonight. We appreciate that. We had a new video we just released today. If you haven't seen it, Go check that out. It's basically the protocols of how check-in processes probably at all hotels
Yeah.
look like,
And also,
a room tour.
and also the Wynn reopening, which was pretty cool.
It was so
kind
cool.
of the whole cheering. That was fun to go
It
through.
was so
yeah, we
cool.
loved it.
You have to see the
Kind of
presidents and the
emotional,
managers and everybody
yeah.
was there. It was a very emotional opening. And we
Yes.
put that together for you guys to release today. So go check that out. Share it if you think people will love to see the process of how the reopening of Las Vegas will be. We appreciate that. And as always, we want to say thank you, Rachel, to our moderators.
Absolutely. Thank
you,
you.
Rachel.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you, Hidden. Thank you, Kat, as always, amazing person as well. Thanks to everyone that joined our chat this evening. We appreciate that. We are on the road to 10K, guys.
Yes, we're getting
pushing
there,
it.
we're
We're
getting
getting so
there.
close to our road to 10K. Hashtag
haven't
road to 10K.
subscribed,
If you haven't
please.
subscribed,
Yes.
hit the notification bell. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me just do this so we can give you guys a little bit of light.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. A little light going on. Here we go. We got a little flashing lights. This is like
Boom.
high tech, guys. High tech.
High tech.
Look
Wait,
at that.
is that
Road,
right? Did that
road to 10K.
Did that work? Oh.
Road to
Wait,
10K.
There it goes. Flashing the road to 10K. Anyway, we had so much fun with you guys this evening. Thank you for all the love and support that you give. Thank you so much to the folks that gave a super chat this evening. We really appreciate that. All that love goes a long way. And just so you know, all of those super chats goes right back into Tournament World
Absolutely.
to revamp and keep growing and keep promoting and keep putting out great information for you guys to enjoy. And as always, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. And we look forward to seeing you in
Las
Las
Vegas!
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
See
Good
you
night.
Thursday.
See you Thursday. See you Thursday. Bye.